What's going on there with the gold reserves over there?
No, that's in Kentucky. That's Fort Knox in Kentucky.
Well, listen, I failed. Clearly, I failed geography and all of that.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we'll see. It's like crazy.
Wild time in the country, man. What can I tell you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wild time.
Salute to all the DJs.
For sure, for sure. Everybody's gonna tap in probably over the next 10 minutes or so, but it's good to be here early. I see you. Shout out to Old School. I see you, Brittany, T-Rex, of course. Rich Don. What's going on, my brother? Who else is in? Yeah, I took your advice, Brittany. I'm really gonna take a second and yeah, we'll tighten up.
And that's why we work so well together, S.O.U.L.
Yeah, we'll take the branding and we'll get it to where it needs to be. It takes time. This stuff ain't easy, you know. It's just not. It is what it is.
It's very difficult. People spend years and so much money branding their platforms and getting people to understand who they are. And so it is a slow process, but it pays off in the end. And I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be a part.
Yeah, me too. I'm happy here. You know, we're all here. All right. Shout out to I saw It's Rich pulled up. Shout out to It's Rich. Got Rich Don in the building. The Hello Effect, New Jersey Fleet. We see you.
What's going on, everybody? How everybody doing?
Everything's good, man. How's Jersey these days?
Bipolar weather, cold one day, hot one day. I just wanted to be springtime already.
Yeah, this is that time you could get sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be careful.
Where you calling out of?
I'm in New York. I'm right next door.
Oh, wow, okay. All right. So you feeling it a little bit too?
Same type of energy, man. I shout out to my brother. I see my brother right here with the Coptic cross on his shirt. Who's that?
Bless up the Matrix. Gingerbread man, one and only man. Catch up.
All right, gingerbread. All right, welcome, man. Welcome.
Blessings.
Yeah, man. So shout out to everybody here. Brother Raymond T in the building. Radio Raymond T. David Lopez. Shout out to David, man. We had a good time. Really, really good time up in Albany. Different experience for myself. Again, I know we sort of spoke about it, but it was dope.
Yeah, no doubt. Peace. It was dope. The Wyclef and Nas performances, but there's everything else, like the political players, the lobbyists, you know, everything goes into putting a conference like that together. So I'm glad we got to experience. But also I wanted to chop it up. You know, G-Dep just dropped the album, Lessons Never Losses, FYI.
Yeah, I know. First of all, we got to get the project. Shout out to him. I know he did an album release, I think Friday night or Saturday. It was Friday.
I was there. I wrote something for the website for Digiwaxx. So as far as getting the project, it's on all digital streaming platforms. The issue is finding it. Like, it's not under his regular G-Dep name. You got to kind of like put G.Dep or put the name of the album, Lessons Never Losses. So have you tried looking for it? Is that why you said that? That first of all, you got to get the project?
Well, no, I want to be able to put it up on Digiwaxx. So we need like the files and all of that stuff. But I'll get it from Illacoin. Shout out to Illacoin. I'll get it from him and we'll make it happen. You know what I mean? And get into it. You know what I mean? We're just going to let the room fill up. But I heard the album's fire. And I remember him playing a couple records that were like truly like just fire. And they were boom bap. You know, I know we are known for the special delivery and all of that, but he had way better records than special delivery. So sorry I missed it, but shout out to I9 Bistro. They've been breaking a lot of good culture's been going on I9. I went to a dope showcase there. Yeah, a lot of good culture at I9. So it's a good look. Definitely.
Yeah, I want to learn one day, maybe we'll have a conversation. How do these artists clear samples? Because G-Dep got this song by Linda Fisher that came out, I think, in 1993 called how can I ease the pain? And they sped up the sample, and I'm like, wow, this is iconic. But I think I heard it from Desi Hollow. He was talking about how he sampled that song from, I believe it was Lisa, Home, Take Me Home. Like, how do they go about clearing the samples? Is that difficult? Like, yeah, I'm just curious, bro, as a fan, you know.
It definitely can be. A song's broken up into different parts. So you have the master side, which is normally the company that owns the master. So let's say you're signed to Columbia Records or you're signed to Interscope. You normally give that right to that company. So first person you got to get it cleared from is you want to clear the master with whoever owns the master, one side of the song. The other side of the song is the writer side, which is different publishers that you'd have to deal with. So let's just say it was an artist like a Kanye who pretty much, he writes, produces, arranges his own stuff. So he's one writer that you'd have to deal with. And normally you'd have to deal with his publisher to get it cleared on that side. So, but if there's multiple writers, let's say it's something like I know Beyonce sometimes has multiple writers on her records, or sometimes Bruno Mars will have a multiple writers. Each one of those writers that are credited that has a percentage of the song, you have to go to their publishing company and clear the sample with each person that had something to do with that song who's credited. And that's where it can get really tricky, because if one person says no, then you might not be able to clear that sample. And if, let's just say, there are certain, how do I say, there's certain estates that they have a no sample clearing policy. You may not be able to clear that sample. So it gets to be crazy. Like Prince is notoriously hard to get samples cleared for. Cleared from, I've heard Ray Charles' estate has been exceptionally hard. But what you want to try to do is, there are people who specialize in this. But to be honest with you, you could do it yourself. You can just get a good music attorney, entertainment attorney, to draw up the different agreements. And if you have the means to reach out, you can reach out and start to negotiate that. The thing is that it's going to cost you some money. And in these days, you're taking a risk by spending money up front. And if the song doesn't do well enough, then you lost your bread. So, but that's it in a nutshell, if that's
fascinating. It's fascinating, man. What really got me into thinking about all these nuances is Peter Guns and Lord Tariq. They had that song Deja Vu, a smash hit, and he don't get none of the publishing.
At all.
The band that made the song, I think in the 70s, they get it. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So
because it could work either way. So, if you negotiate things up front, you're gonna get a more favorable deal. You'll get more percentage of the record for yourself. But what happened in that case, the song blew up and they never cleared the sample. And by the time it blew up, it was so big that they had to clear the sample. And they were just like, well, we got you. We'll just take all of it. Same thing with Sting, right? The Sting did the same thing with I think with Diddy. So I mean, it happens, man. It's hip hop though. My thing is put the record out first, see what happens, and then if it's worth it, then pursue it. But if it ain't worth it, keep going, man. Some things are just meant to be in a club anyway, or in the streets. Everything doesn't have to be on streaming, and everything doesn't have to. I mean, it's a great thing, but sometimes it's like make sure it's worth it. If you're gonna do that business. Anyway, shout out to everybody in the building.
Steely Dan. Somebody wrote it in the chat. It was Steely Dan that made the instrumental for Peter Guns and Lord Tariq. FYI.
Oh, shout out to Toast. Toast knows. Toast definitely knows.
There's two samples on that record, by the way. The intro, that's way different from the actual main joint. So there's two samples on that record. If you know about samples, that's two different records.
Yes, and you probably got to get cleared from both of them. So it is what it is. All right, let's. I guess we should get into a record or something. I mean, it's been a crazy week since last week. Pretty dope call last week. Shout out to everybody who was here, and it's been good, man. Just doing what we do, man. Just building up what we've been trying to achieve over some time here, and this is New Music Wednesdays. If you haven't been here before, we're just playing new music for the last 7 days or so, and we just chop it up about everything and try to keep it positive and co-host our event every week together. Nothing but respect for each other, number one. Number two, we ask everybody, raise your hand respectfully. And three, let's just try not to cut each other off and do all of that crazy stuff. And that's really it, man. I mean, if you've been here before, you sort of know the deal. And that's just how we get down here. So, all right. There's a lot of new projects that came out. I don't know if anybody has anything that stood out, but you know how we go, man. We sharing. So if there's anything that you thought that was particularly crazy or super fire, let's talk about it. I'm gonna kick it off with this record here that I heard. It's actually like I think a little bit more than a week old, but I still liked it. So let me pull it up. Let's get into it. And again, shout out to everybody who's in the building. Check this out. New music. Shout out to Fly and the Boss on that one. Called See Some. Before that, you had Key Glock, 3 a.m. in Tokyo. What are y'all thoughts? What are we doing? Good, bad, trash, fire? Let's talk about it.
At 3 a.m. in Tokyo, CL. Salute to the family. Your boy DJ Punch, Digiwaxx family, Mixaholic Mondays, every single Monday night, 9 p.m. Standard Time. Salute to you, CL, and the whole team. Hey, 3 a.m. in Tokyo is one of my favorite songs out. The production really gets to me. DJ Paul produced it. I don't think they ever worked together before. Actually, we're supposed to have him on the Nerve Call this past Tuesday, but he didn't come on, so hopefully we'll have him this coming Tuesday. But yeah, that song goes crazy. One of my favorites. And then the second song, I hadn't heard that. I think the chick's voice on that really stands out to me, how she sings and raps. I ain't familiar with it, but yeah, that's my feedback. Salute.
Hey, dope. Anybody else? All right. Shout out to Fly and the Boss. I played that song yesterday. We put it up, and then my daughter walked by and she started bopping to it crazy. So I figured I'd put it up for everybody to check it out and let me know what they thought. So yeah, Fly and the Boss, and of course the Key Glock record. I got it. He's now on Def Jam. So there's a chance he'll be here next week. So we shall see. We shall see.
I did not know that. Okay.
There's the chance. There's the chance. Because what happens is labels, they always say, yeah, we're going to do this, that, the third. And then, sometimes they just disappear. So I can't stand on that. You know what I mean?
So yeah.
Yo.
I like an updated report on the G3 record. How's it working in everybody's markets? How's it playing? Is it still rocking? Is it still rolling? Is it still hitting out there?
We're talking about LeAngelo Ball.
Yes.
It's a good question. People still playing G3?
I've been playing. I played it on the radio. But as far as it being played here in Midwest, not quite sure. I think it kind of cooled off a bit.
So I will say, he just performed it not too long ago at the NBA All-Star break.
Yes.
It seems to be still getting a lot of traction.
But is it still hitting? Like, is it because for those that wasn't up here, I think we played it here a few months ago, and I gave my statement on it. And from what I'm seeing, I'm not really here in my market. I don't really hear it. As far as at the venues, whether if you're in a restaurant, club, or bar, whatever the case may be, and people are not really, asking for it. So I was just wondering if it's still what it is when it came out, because people said that it was going to be one of those ones. I said possibly remix with other artists on there that they said they can hear these other artists on it. I said that, but I was just wondering where the record still stands to this day.
Hey, Swerve, the one you was right though. The one with Wayne is the one that's standing. You know what I'm saying? The original, if people are playing, I can only speak for myself. The one I've been playing is the Wayne version. That's the one I've been playing.
Swerve just want everybody to know that he was right. Song ain't going like people thought. He said, let me call everybody up and let you know I picked it. It was a semi-dud. But I don't know if it's a semi-dud because it seems to I still hear it, man.
I agree. It's 29 on the top 100 Billboard chart.
Yeah, I'm still hearing it. I can't front, you know. And let's be honest,
mix would be possibly better than the original because they play maybe the hook and that's it. I don't hit as far as the verse or whatever. But it is what it is. I mean, I even asked my own son this past weekend, and he was like, he don't really, I was like, okay, all right. I mean, I know something when I hear it. I remember y'all saying about the Buster Bus 2. And I was like, nah, that's not gonna last. Fast forward, it ain't go nowhere. Nobody really playing it. So I'm just if I'm wrong,
are you talking about the new Busta Rhymes EP, the 7-song one he just dropped?
No, I'm talking about the Busta Bus 2 single, the one that Smooth did, and we played it up here as well. We always play the music here first for the most part, and I was just like, nah, I'm not feeling it. Somebody else, another DJ I was talking to, they was like, when they first heard it, they was like, no. And I was like, they was beating me up on a call on Wednesdays when I come up here and I just be like, nah, I don't feel. So my new term of things, y'all might hear me say it. I'm going to say if something's water or fire.
Damn.
That's going to be my new term there. When I put it's fire. Or that's
lukewarm. It was lukewarm. I haven't been getting no requests for it. That's how I kind of gauge it. I haven't been getting no requests for that song. But the one by itself with him just on there, it was when Wayne jumped on there, that kind of got my attention. I'm like, okay, but is there gonna be a follow-up? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I feel like we all was saying then, and we might still feel now. Like, is it gonna be
He got a single coming out, a follow-up single coming out in 2 weeks.
Okay. Is it hot though? Or have you heard it?
Man, that shit gonna be trash.
I have heard it. My biased opinion, it's dope. But
okay.
Yeah, thanks for the honesty.
Yeah, appreciate that.
All right, let's play another song. Come right back. Check this one out. Sorry, guys. Get out if you ain't got it yet. I think we are getting that today. So, let me know if you need that. And before that, we played. Dang, what did we play before that? That was dope. Dolce, Anxiety. So, anybody, shout out to the chat. A lot going down. A lot of love for the Wiz record. Go ahead, David.
Yeah, my first impression was I guess I like the lyrics and everything, the cadence, the flow, but I don't like when they heavily sample such a big hit. I know that Guy Hit song came out like 10 years ago. Somebody that I used to know, but people know that song. So when you sample it, it doesn't feel that long ago. So I guess I'm a little conflicted on how I feel about the heavy sample. I wonder how other people feel about it. It doesn't bother you, CL?
I like the Dolce. I actually like it. The sample is heavy, not gonna lie, but it's like she did her own remake of it. And I like the topic. I do like the topic. Sample, it is heavy, but I get it. She's just redoing it, flipping it in her own way. So I'm not as mad, David. I'm not.
No, I think you described how I feel. It's like I'm a little conflicted because I do find the originality in the song content, the lyrics, but it's like you're ripping off a hit song, a song that's already a hit, and you kind of you repackage it, and it doesn't feel like it came out that long ago. It probably came out like 10 years ago. So anyway, I'm just venting, but thank you for being open-minded.
Get it off your chest. Shout out to Raquel in the building, holding it down for SoundCloud. You know what I mean? Raquel, welcome.
What's good, y'all? Thanks to y'all.
I already know. You already know, man. Thank you. Thank you for doing everything. Shout out to SoundCloud, helping artists break. And that's what we were talking about. I might have a SoundCloud exclusive to play today, so we'll do that. Cuddy, what's up? What you thinking?
I was just agreeing with Dave. What's good, my boy? David, what's up, bro? The sample was just too copy and paste. You feel me? Like, I love samples, but I live for this shit. I got whose sample pinned on my fucking favorite pages. I like to dig and do my research, but like make it a challenge. You feel me? Like, get a little creative with it. But I'm just agreeing with bro. Like, it's just the song isn't that old. That shit came out to like 2012 for real, David. So it ain't that old. And then there's like a new mix resurfacing right now. That the song got popular again, like I want to say a month or two ago. You feel me? So it is kind of like copy and paste. The originality is but the topic is just it's all the way there, brother. Not too many people talk about, you know what I mean, anxiety and mental health and nothing like that. So with that, she passed it with flying colors, but yeah, it's just like copy paste. Well, I mean, you know, people do shit like that. It's whatever. I thought the song was cool. That Wiz Khalifa shit was dope too, though. And just going off of what David was saying, the sample was too, just like, all right, we just gonna take the beat and I'm gonna just like, you know what I mean? It's whatever though. It was still the fact that she went off on that topic that made it all better. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. Real quick, we gotta take 2 seconds and just give a big salute and rest in peace to Angie Stone. As we all know, we had her on the call. We also had our son Suevo as well. And you know, obviously crushing news to a lot of people. And the impact that she had on music, it goes so far beyond just what we knew on the surface. You know, okay, R&B singer, you know, wrote a lot of stuff for D'Angelo, arranged a lot of his stuff. You can hear that in D'Angelo's first 2 albums heavily. But the Angie B side of her, which was not spoken about a lot, and which recently really got exposed to the masses, is that she's a part of hip hop from almost its inception. We're talking about Sugar Hill Records, 1979. She's responsible for writing, helping produce a lot of the records that shaped the culture from that time. Apache, Eighth Wonder. You know, she spoke on her group Sequence as well. And her contribution cannot be more significant. So big shout out to Angie. Angie Stone, aka Angie B. Shout out to Raymond T. We'll also put that in there. And at the end of the day, man, she should be saluted. And she took the time to come on here and talk about a lot of that stuff. And that was really dope because, you know, one thing about this platform I love is that some reason artists feel very comfortable. You know, they just you know, maybe it's just you know, how we get down, but they tend to just talk and let things out. And that was a really dope thing. So rest in peace to Angie B. And yeah. Cuddy, you got something else you want to say?
Yeah, bro, that shit fucked me up high key. Cause I don't know, I just went down the rabbit hole and I ain't trying to be no conspiracy theorist. Y'all know me. They did that shit, bro. I know this is recorded. We ain't trying to get into all of that. They did that, bro. There's no, like, I'm like, from what she was saying, and like I said, I went down the rabbit hole. I don't think that was no coincidence, my nigga. Like, that's really crazy, bro. That shit hurt bad. Cause it's like, damn, she ain't deserve that. And she was really just like shining. Like, it's like the same thing that keeps happening. It's like a pattern. But what could anybody really do about it? Can anybody do anything about this shit for real? There's a pattern that nobody's really saying. Like, people are saying things, but ain't nobody what could we do? Same shit happened in the left eye. You feel me? She dies in an accident after exposing certain things, and you're the only one that passes away in the car. Just like I don't know, bro. I think they did that to her for real.
Trying to get your ritual. Yeah, Prince, Michael Jackson, man. You know, you can list goes on.
Bro, yo, it goes down the line. I ain't even trying to get into. Like, I don't want to be that guy, but like, yo,
yeah. Anytime you
get too big for your britches, you know. You're either gonna get defamed or you're gonna pass away. But that, you know,
fucked up, bro.
I can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, man. C Styles.
Yeah, it's just I'm just piggybacking off of what you said, CL. Many of y'all know, many of y'all not know. She was also I was part of I'm also part of Sugar Hill Records.
And
that was my label mate. I've been knowing Angie's almost 30 years now. Like we was all on tour together, Sugar Hill reunion tour. I think the first time I met her, we was on the road in Amsterdam. And we didn't even know she was going to be on the bill. So we ended up calling an audible on stage, and she came out, and I just so happened to have a sequence record on me, and she performed her verse. It was crazy out there, fucking in the early 2000s in Amsterdam, and Angie Stone's the headliner, but Wade, Sugar Hill Gang, and Furious 5 is right there to back her up. So it was crazy. She brought us on stage. We brought her on stage. It was good times, man. But yeah, if y'all didn't know, I'm part of Sugar Hill too. I've been the DJ for Sugar Hill Gang and Furious 5 for the last 24 years. So I've been around them a lot, and you know what I'm saying? I see Edgy all the time. Plus, she brung Swavo saying to my New Music Monday event with my Coalition DJs family a few times. So she had a chance to meet the DJs and meet the guys and stuff, and they paid homage to her. So it was, you know what I'm saying? We just paying homage over here, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my Sugar Hill sister.
Yes, rest in peace, and that's real talk. Young Verse.
Salute, worldwide Flea DJs, Young Verse. I am the event coordinator for the Indiana Flea chapter. I just wanted to say, like, that is something, just piggybacking off keeping up with the conversation. I will say that this is something that happens, but I think a lot of this stuff happens because we as a people are not educated on how to do these things ourselves. Like, just because you pay someone else to do it doesn't mean that you shouldn't know how to do it. And a lot of artists really only focus on just being artists, right? And they just take their livelihood, they put it in a team. Like, I'm in school for this. I go to S.A.U.L Institute. I graduated in December. And one of the assignments we just had to do was artist management and team building. And so you have all these people in the team who do the jobs for you. But I mean, instead of waiting all this time and then auditing towards the, later in your career, there should be an audit period happening faster, right? And if you know these things ahead of time, you know what you're doing, you'll be able to tell when somebody's spinning you. Just wanted to, throw that in there.
Good point. It's a good point. Man, there's a lot going on, and yeah, we got to get it together. The time is not forever. It's not infinite. It's infinite, but it's not for us. We got to get it together now. I think that's part of what we're saying in terms of learning how to manage things better and do things better, and understanding the whole business for yourself. And it's not easy. Creative people tend to be very creative, and they tend to delegate because they want to stay in that space where they're safe at. At the same time, people know that, and people take advantage of that because she did write a lot of records. And if she was probably in a different situation, she wouldn't have to she has more choices she can make, or better choices to make. Not saying that she didn't do what she loved, but if you're getting all your publishing and you're getting all your money, like an Angie Stone deserves with the record she wrote, it's a different type of check that she's seeing, and she clearly wasn't happy about that. So, all right, I'm not gonna go too deep into that rabbit hole because it's a lot. Somebody said, same with Cheryl the Pearl. You know. All right, yeah, we can play Angie Stone. I was gonna play something else, but all right. You know, we had Angie up on the platform. I didn't even want to do that, but we can play a joint from Angie. Let's find one of the records that she played. She shared with us when she was here. Or if somebody has a favorite record to hear, you know, let us know. We'll definitely get it on. And yeah, let's play it. Let's play Angie Stone in a second. In the meantime, I'm gonna play this record. Sorry, guys. Here we go.
You know, Swiss Beats did that. I Wish I Didn't Miss You Anymore record, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Swiss Beats produced that record.
All right. Well, we're gonna come back and play it right after this record.
That's ill as fuck. Sorry.
Word, that's a good record to play for sure. And yeah, it should be deeply missed. Y'all already know. Whew. All right. Well, I had a couple things, man. On top of that, one, got into this deep discussion about record breaking, and we can go through this through the call and whatever the case. But the question was, if we all collectively played our part in trying to break a song, would we be able to advance the song, or better yet, how far could we as a, you know, various influencers, DJs, and radio personalities, and social media influencers, etc., could we take a record? And somebody asked me that. They said, "Hey, did y'all break records? Like, do you think, how far could you go?" Something to definitely talk about and you know, think on, because it just sort of hit me, and I was like, "Yeah, that's a damn good question." You know, me, of course, the natural me was like, "Of course we can." But I guess the question is, how would we be able to do it if we wanted to do it? If we believe in a record together, how far could we take it? And how would we do it? Let that thing stew for a second. I'm gonna play this song, and we'll just come back to this conversation over and over. So shout out to Darren. Darren said we could make every song go viral if we work together and campaign together. This thing is like running for president. Yeah, that's a good point. All right. I'll play this record. I'm gonna talk real quick. But think about what I said. The 8 songs called 42 and Cranberry. And we actually have Baby Ape here in the building. He pulled up real quick. Baby Ape, what's good, man? You know, you're on mute for sure, number one. And then number two, if you could change your camera angle just to the right a little bit, just so we can see the.
All right, cool. It's unmuted. Y'all can hear me now?
Yes.
What's up, fam? How y'all? Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Welcome to New Music Wednesdays, man. Just wanted to pick you up. Shout to Cuddy in the building. Yeah, man. So good joint. Where you from?
I'm from Newark, New Jersey.
Oh, shout to Newark and shout to Jersey. All right. Sexy
Yeah,
Thrill.
Big Jersey, CL, not the little one.
Cuddy.
Big, what up, yo?
Big Cuddy, what's up, man?
Yo,
Appreciate
you,
yo.
I had to bring you on. I
Appreciate you, family. 100 times.
Shout to Rich.
So
the record's like moving. You see the comments. The record's moving. It's been moving out here too, fellas. If y'all need it, we're gonna get it to y'all. The record's been moving. They got to deal with United Masters, but I'll let Rich and Vig tell y'all all about it. Oh, baby, tell y'all all about it. But it's moving out here though.
Yeah, I was just gonna say real quick. Tell us a little bit about your music story, man. How you got started, and you know, what's going on with the record now.
I mean, yo, to be completely honest, I've been pushing music for a while. I had actually went to Miami and took a break and really was like I started a label, and I was actually investing into artists. I don't know if y'all familiar with an artist named Flea from Jersey, but he was someone that I took into that I ended up joining his camp when I got back from Miami. And then long story short, fast forward, you know, I end up getting shot in the head up here in Jersey, and I'm like, yo, I gotta get back to the music. I gotta get back to releasing my stuff. So I just felt like the time was right. You know, everybody was, you know, pressing me about it. Like, yo, we waiting. We need a new sound. You know what I'm saying? We just waiting for something different, waiting for a different vibe. So, I just sat down with the team, figured, you know, it's back right. Let's get back in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's only right.
Dang, that's like a random thing. You know, I got shot in the head, so let me get back to music.
Facts. That's how it go. It happens just like that.
That's deep, man. Jeez. Happy that you're here, number one. You know,
appreciate you.
Without that, nothing matters, you know.
Appreciate you.
But good joint, definitely dope, sexy drill record. And how's it been reacting so far?
Well, to be completely honest, it's been going way better than I expected. You know, I've been telling Rich, like, yo, bro, I'm not in the mood where I'm chasing the best results. I'm in the mode where it's like, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. Let it flow. And we've been doing great with that mentality. You know, we did the Zoe Spencer show, and it was like after the Zoe Spencer show, like me and Zoe ended up just building our own relationship, and then her fan base took a track to the music, and Marnie and, you know, people from the Cash Cobain team, they started taking it, you know what I'm saying, some liking to the record. And people just were just, you know, it's just been getting picked up. So like I said, I just been letting it flow, man. Whatever happens, gonna happen.
Dope. And the DJ pack is out here. It's available.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we got to get that for sure, man. And for those like who want to follow you or catch up with you, what's the best way for them to do that?
Instagram, man. Baby APE with 2 E's.
Dope, man. Shout out to Jersey in the building. Definitely want you to come back, you know, spend some more time. I think, you know, this is one of those sexy drill records that, you know, you got to get in these streets. And I guess, you know, you're starting to do that. Have you gone to like the Hot 97 music meeting yet? Have you gone and done stuff with?
I haven't literally, I haven't been doing anything besides just letting it flow.
Yeah.
Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I just been letting the cards play for itself. And like I said, we just been receiving the best results that way.
Now that's what's up, man. If anybody got a quick comment or they want to say something.
Yo, yeah. And real quick, what's good, yo? Yeah, the record's actually been on Hot 97 like for the last 5 weeks as well. So Drewski's been showing a lot of support on that side.
All right, that's good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we ain't do that meeting yet, but you know what I'm saying? He's been spinning it at like for the last 5 weeks for us, you know what I'm saying? So everyone's really gravitating to it.
Yeah, man. I just think that the organic way is the best way, man. And, you know, if you got streets in Jersey buzzing with it, I think Drewski's naturally a part of that. And then it just starts to just cross into different circles of culture, you know, DJs in New York, obviously, Connecticut, all over, and it would start to build it on its own. So that's what it is, man. But listen, thank you for chopping in with us and sharing this new record. We love it. New Music Wednesdays, what we all about.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man, feel free to pull up at any other time. Again, artist is Baby Ape, holding it down for New Jersey. If you need drops, if you need interviews, if you want to, you know, connect with him for shows or anything like that, feel free. Rich is here. He's here. If both of y'all don't mind, put your information in the chat. That would make it a lot easier for everybody to be able to contact you. And we'll make it happen from there.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we're going to play a record. We're going to come back with our next guest. And again, check this one out.
Native tongue brothers, stand clear to be plugged up into lines 1 through 6. So y'all can flaunt that legendary style of speak.
Yo, Blacks for real, he reps the city of Phil. Park the wheel,
what up, Black?
Fucks the deal, start the drill, the audience keeps still. Thorka spill, he paints a portrait ill. So everything flames, Black's the name. Raised on the rock, Kim's, Coogee raps and canes. A nigga used to catch the train with gas to aim. Now I make him catch the wave that Black became. Look, ball of faction, y'all a fraction, all relaxing. This'll be a call to action, the future. I've been seen it all from back when we wouldn't shoot ya. We'd either brawl or backspin, yup. They asking if I'm up, yeah. Well, fuck yeah. I've been top tier so long, it's like I'm stuck here. What fear? Only one I fear is upstairs. Had to do for stuff I wasn't permitted to touch this. They trying to afford my time to record. No stress, I never do it for some kind of reward. I require me to aspire to the height of the Lord, then reveal the will of the quill, the might of the sword. I'm like Talib Kweli on tongue cat. Ollie the gun back, and mutilate the drum track, probably. Fact facts. I'm more project pat than Pat Riley. I'm black like Matt Tommy and strapped just like Tom.
Yo, respectfully, with all disrespect intended, you lazy pen niggas need to be rescinded. Wanna be lyrical John Gotti when you just John Pilates, bend and stretch and truth. Plug wanna tell you one thing, we're foundational funding with investments that gave birth to youth and thinking caps run that, but we ain't passing off baton. Done that, we side by side in it while we find you. Saying no, call it a comeback, but all we see is dicks behind you. As yes men, and y'all ain't Todd Smith, the God gift with the answer to the question. So who am I? I'm from a band who's been abandoned, cause we keep hearing we're appearing in a class by ourselves with tongues. Native son, who put the soul in the program of 0 and 1.
Hey yo, I beat up the drum like the sucker stole something. I'm humping on the bass like I never had nothing. The tweet is in my face like take it, it's yours. It's getting this morning, I'm here sweating in my drawers. I'm native by design, my brother all the time. Keep it jungle is my M.O.N.Y. state of mind. A few cards short of a full deck, I know it. I'm cooler than a mother, so I don't hardly show it. The family's in the building, so I let the dogs loose. He thought Mr. Barley and my nigga paws loose. The baby band beat sets the tone for the era. Lean back, whippersnapper, we the squad for the terror. The vibe's much better, tougher than leather. 7-0 to 2G, rolled up together. Smoking on a fat top, sitting on the mountaintop. Watching all the party people rock to my hip hop.
Yup, every flow is a flex. I'm in my b-boy stance, every pose is a threat. This for my native tongues crew, son, we show respect. Got my brothers from the jungle and we go on a quest. Prepare for the worst, even as we hope for the best. Showing love to the plugs like a Coca Connect. Open your chest like alien, choke you to death. Take the crown without ever having broken a sweat. The B-L-A-C-K-S-T-A-R, playing the fake gods. Straight from the borough that makes stars. Everything we spitting is straight bars. We overcame great odds, rocking with the bay like a bass god. Accurate, nigga, do the math like an abacus. Algebra, the lessons translated from Arabic. The gamble is fallacy, the law of the averages. The champion sound versus the fall of the challenges.
Cut your nose off to spite your face. I got punchlines that hit below the waist. Fight or flight looks like you're wearing a cape. You're on the up and up, but it's going sideways. If you know the crime pays, here's an application. Money so tight, cutting off your circulation. Not a waitress, I don't take side orders. Straight out the jungle, done by the forces. Hella high waters, your socks are showing. Feeding off the crowd ain't got me dumping. You had a moment, put your foot on the brake. Cause I'm not another sucker DJ. Bars for days with beer on tap. All these beats with my rhymes attached. 5,000 booming watts. Sound system, state of the art.
Now tell me who told y'all to let a motherfucker back on the block? Bust round the bully foot, park the ship at the dock. I kill him till they all decay, and eventually rot. Do not enter store shut, bitch, I close up your shop. Every time a nigga spit a microphone, I'm down. Alien bars, they still wonder where the drones is coming from. Tuxedo on when I pull up, rockin' a cummerbund. Niggas pull up acting all weird. Now where you coming from? Niggas sip whatever you want. I'm wearing nephew, I'm impossible to count niggas' pocket. What is you niggas dumb? I group up niggas of 10, attacking all of them and murder a couple niggas in groups. Now what's the total sum? My first album to come, and you see I only come. I was inspired by Trill Burger, the homie bun. You talk too much, little nigga. Now use the total bun, the first, the franchise rapper fast food, that's the only one.
Yes, indeed. Maceo, Black Thought, Posse Plug One, Mike G, Africa, Busta Rhymes, Talib Kweli, J. Rawls, The Confidence of Knowing.
Yes, yes. So, yeah.
Groovy movie, baby. Yes.
Yeah, B. Got some joints. Shout out to Talib Kweli and J. Rawls. This is the part 2, the remix to Native Sons Part 1. And we had played that on here, like, I think when they came on. So shout out to Talib, J. Rawls.
To my eye, bro.
Yeah, this
Groovy movie, baby.
I want to say that we influenced that, though. We had a good conversation about that record. I want to say that it could have been possibly Quantum that might have influenced that, because I don't know. I don't remember them saying that they were going to do this. I remember us suggesting.
No, they did that. They were talking about how they got that. That's from the Jungle Brothers joint, the JBs. But they came up with that. That was them. But that made sense that it was all native tongue on there, because the name of the song was Native Sons. Are they sending you a package for that, or just
we got the pack? We got the pack. I can send it to you for sure.
Amen, brother.
I will share the pack for sure. Anyway, that's our Talib Kweli and J. Rawls featuring Busta Rhymes, Africa, Mike G, of course, the Jungle Brothers. Posse Dust, Maceo, Black Thought, and they are the Native Sons. So
I could have sworn I heard Marlo and the Dance in there.
Nah. Mm-mm.
Wow.
Yeah. But a little bit of flavor. It's all good. It's all good. Great segue into our first guest, who's holding it down on the I would say the Southern Soul tip. And I see him there. It looks like he's in black and white, which is pretty cool. And Keith, are you there? Brother Keith Brougham, are you there? Keith, 1 2 1 2. I think I see you, but you're not responding. Maybe you got us on mute. Keith, you there? 1 2. Keith, we are here looking at you. I know you texting, doing your thing. Yes. Come up the mute. We see
you. Got to unmute your mic.
There we go, baby. There we go.
Man, what's going on? You got baby mama drama, man? What's popping?
What's up, baby? What's up with y'all?
Man, we good, man. You look focused, man. You look focused on that phone. I've been there. Trust me, man. Just tell her whatever she wants to hear, and you know that you're wrong, and everything will be all right.
All right, brother. All right.
How you doing today, man?
I'm blessed to be here, man. I'm glad to be here. Just, you know what I'm saying? First of all, Digiwaxx CL, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into the backstory, but again, I'm just blessed to be here, man. Shout out to all the DJs on the line, all the artists, everybody that just, you know what I'm saying, got a part to play in new music, and because the business of music can't continue without new music and new artists, you know what I'm saying, getting broken. And CL's been a part of that. Digiwaxx has been a part of that, you know what I'm saying, and all you guys that's affiliated with Digiwaxx and all of the individual coalitions, man, it's just been a part of that. The DJs are very influential in breaking music. I know a lot of the younger artists feel like, you know what I'm saying, online and TikTok and all this other stuff is another avenue of breaking records. But to me, I don't feel like it's sticking. So something can go viral. Yeah, it can go viral. But I'm glad that, like, when I first got on, he was talking about G-Lo single and how it went viral. So my man, I'm glad he said that, you know what I'm saying, the feedback that he had on the second single, because I don't think that anybody at a major label is going to sign him and then come with a whack second single. So hopefully, I haven't heard it, hopefully it is good single. So, you know what I'm saying, we can get into Brougham talk, but I'm just happy to be here, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. We're happy to have you. All right, well, give us a little bit about who Keith is. You know, what's your music story? How'd you get started? Let's get into it.
Okay, so I started this game on the street team. I started working for Rob Love, Def Jam street team years ago. And when I first met CL, Rob Love, when he went to J Records, he brought me up as the East Coast mix show manager. So I was working, and I was bringing artists through the office, and we was doing the music. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was Wednesdays or whatever, but we would bring them through the office and whatnot. So this is kind of full circle and dope to me to be the artist side on the artist side. But doing all that, I worked for, you know what I'm saying, J Records, Atlantic, Russell Simmons Music Group, and all these different labels. And I've always been, whether a mix show director, mix show manager, always been dealing with DJs. And so I moved back home to Cali, man, and I lost my mother and my brother like back to back 4 years ago. And you know what I'm saying? So I just told myself I was gonna share with the world and everybody, all my DJ fam, the real reason why I had passion for this music game, and I was writing and singing, man. And so I'm doing, I'm from Cali, so I'm doing R&B and all this other stuff. And my man Yancey that worked for Atlantic, he's in Atlanta. And he's telling me, he's like, you kind of older, you know what I'm saying, than the younger R&B generation right now. Try Southern Soul. So I'm looking at King George, I'm looking at Big Rob, and I'm looking at all this. And I, so we started exploring into that, and I did my first single called Ain't No Bitch in Me. My brother Wild West in the chat, I see it. We did Ain't No Bitch in Me as my first single. And that honestly is the biggest one to this date. And right now, Southern Soul is making a surge in the music industry. And it's because the older hip hop and just older fan of music, of urban music in general. So I always say this: there is a lane for older hip hop artists, but there's a lane when you evolve what you're saying. Like I can show you the letters. I get AARP letters in every other month. So what's nothing wrong with talking about that kind of stuff? Like as we get older, we got real life, so we don't want to keep talking about like you know what I'm saying, what we were doing in the 80s or in the 90s because it sounds cool or whatever. We're trying to keep up with what the youngsters are doing. So I just feel like when hip hop evolves as far as the subject matter where a lot of older artists are saying, I feel like that consumer fan base will come back. I feel like they will party to they love the music and they'll love it, but they don't want to hear a 40, 50-year-old man still talking about they out here doing this and no disrespect to nobody. To nobody and what nobody's doing. I'm just feeling like Southern Soul and is making a surge not just from the South, because I'm from California and I write Southern Soul records. And it's just like the blues. The blues might have started in the South, but it migrated to Detroit with Motown and all this other stuff because it's soul music, and anybody can have soul in them. Like there's Southern Soul artists that come from New York, and you don't have to be from the South to sing Southern Soul. You could be rooted from there. My roots is my mother's from the South. So when I did Ain't No Bitch in Me, I went to who I know or who I knew. I went to the DJs because hip hop might be that genre right now, the younger hip hop, where you can go to TikTok and go elsewhere. But Southern Soul, oh no, you're not getting broke in Southern Soul without a DJ. And I'm glad that I'm on this particular conference call because I know there are a lot of DJs that don't necessarily have a Southern Soul mix in their repertoire right now. But if you're not, and you got a grown crowd, you know that Boots on the Ground is the hottest single right now, period. In urban radio, like I mean, outside, even like I would say on R&B, not hip hop, but R&B. That Boots on the Ground, where them fans is at. Like he just did Good Morning America.
Time out. Let me just tap in. I had to go to an event this weekend, and one of the brothers that I went with, he bought a fan. He bought a fan with him, and I'm sitting there like, yo, B, no disrespect. I didn't even think it was his fan. I didn't think it was his fan. I said, man, we not, no disrespect. We don't bring fans
That's not it's
to the party. We're not bringing a fan to this event, even though we're in suits and everything. We're not bringing fans. Something I must be. And he said, nah, that's my fan. Make sure nobody takes it. I was like, yo, this is crazy. It's winter time in New York. Don't make no sense to me. And that record came on, and when I say all the women, all these dudes went to the dance floor and was like, pow, 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 pow. I had never. So, yo, you are not lying. Like, culturally, it's definitely touching people. It's just, again, I was just awoken to it. I had no idea that it's going down.
It's a vibe, bro. It's a vibe. Like there was a saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Even like earlier this year or last year, anyway, people been saying for the last 5 years that the club is dead. People standing around, they got their phones and they in their sections and nobody is nowhere. And just like you said, when that song came on, and it's not just that song. King George has records like that. Cupid has another one. Cupid from way back. Cupid Shuffle is a Lion King. He just did a deal with Sparta Distribution, partnership with them because the Flex single. So Southern Soul is a vibe that's bringing people back to the dance floor to learn these line dances. Now, me particularly, I'm not gonna have a fan because in New York. So New York, because he's from NY, he up top with you, he might not understand the culture of that fan. Down south, the fans are for females and guys that's in the LGBT community. It's not for men. I mean, you won't catch no real cowboy, no man, no country dude with no fan. You're not gonna have that. It's not gonna happen.
We're gonna hold it there.
So we're gonna
Let's play a song. Wait.
Do it.
Let's play a song because we going. Let's start it off with the first song that sort of took off for you, and then we'll get into the new record.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's do it. Yeah. We are back.
That was
Everybody
fire.
Yeah.
Yo, appreciate you.
Darren, what's your thoughts, Darren? What you thinking?
Man, I just tapped in right now and I was like, what? I looked at it, I was like, okay. I heard it. Like, damn, this is out of here.
Shout out to Darren. Darren's tapping in from shout out to Toronto, Canada. Dan to check it
Yo,
out.
that's
T-
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's love, bro. That's love. It's that record is actually, I just got the stats back from, because the TuneCore is putting it out. We got over 6 million, because it's just like 3 years old, but it's still being introduced because we don't have a video or anything on it. No real budget. Just, you know what I'm saying? DJs help breaking it.
Now that says festival to me.
And it's just a real, it's a real record.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm
real
hearing that
record, bro.
festival. I
I
work with
appreciate
festivals.
it.
CL can tell you, but dog, we need to bring you out to all the festivals that I'm working with.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Yo, that's just a real, I like to write real music. That's a real record. So ain't no bitching me. Like when you first hear the title, you would think about the tough guy stuff. And that's not really what it's about. I was sitting here the night that my brother died, my mother just died. And she
Sorry to hear
always,
that.
no, it's part of life. It's a part of as we get older. But she only had 2 boys. So as she raised us, she always said, I ain't raising no bitches. And I'm not raising nobody that's gonna give up in the when it gets to that point where you want to give up. So I sat there and I wrote that record for anybody that gets up every day and goes to work and do whatever you do. I don't care what your hustle is, to take care of you and yours. Ain't no bitch in you like it ain't no bitch in me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what that record is about. It's about fighting life as far as giving up. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody crazy. Some of us just crazy enough to go to work and get up and hustle and do what we got to do to take care of ourselves. You feel me? So I appreciate that support, man. I appreciate everybody loving that record and understanding the message in that. If you're a grown man and you get up every day and you ain't staying and living off no woman, that's your record. That record for you.
Yeah.
I love it. I felt that.
Shout out to Darren. Darren's actually also booking for Canada Music Week, which is like the South by Southwest of Canada. Really good festival as well, and does a lot in music, tech, and cannabis in the region. So he's a great plug for all of that. Shout out to the chat. A lot of people, you know.
Thank you, CL. I appreciate you, dog. Like, you're family for life. So, we've been working for years. Now it's going to be 10x. Yourself, music, tech, cannabis, all of it. It's culture. And I appreciate you and the whole network.
No doubt. Shout out to the chat. There was a lot of love in the chat, man. So I can see the DJ support happening. And I think it's good because that was one of the conversations, I wanted to have today was like, people have been saying, well, radio, some people trying to knock DJs, but at the end of the day, I see that the love in the chat for this record and helping it grow. Talk to us about the Can't Walk Over Me and how that, the inspiration behind that single that you're currently pushing.
Yo, so it's like, not, but basically, Can't Walk Over Me, ain't no bitch in me is the prelude to Can't Walk Over Me. Can't Walk Over Me is really like the super family friend. Like you can't go into a family oriented event. Like I have a clean version, ain't no bitch in me, but does it really hit by not saying that? You know what I'm saying? That word in the hook. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to still kind of get that message across to the people that are feeling the music, because that's what Southern Soul is. Southern Soul is a blend of hip hop with that racy content, subject matter, blues, jazz, and R&B, and gospel as well. So Can't Walk Over Me, it kind of blends all of that together, and it's basically, again, for anybody. I like to write music not for myself, not about I got more money than you, not about I can take your woman, not about none of that stuff. I just want to write music that somebody else can sing with me and can feel that song. Like if you get up and you taught not to be a footstool and you taught not to let nobody walk over you. Again, none of this is about being a tough guy, because anybody can fight somebody. But it's just about holding your head up high and going after what you like. When I first went to New York, everybody told me, don't put your head down. because they're gonna be in your pockets. Don't be looking at them buildings. Don't be looking up at the buildings. Hold your head up like you proud, like you're like, you know what I'm saying? That's what my, and so that's basically what that song is. Can't Walk Over Me is just anybody that just goes through life, and you will not be disrespected on the workplace. You know what I'm saying? Wherever it is, you know what I'm saying? It's just in life, man. Just in general. It's just, you can't walk over me. It may be them, but not me. And that's just really what that song is. I'm glad that like it's taking off, it's getting a lot of love, you know what I'm saying, cross country, man, the radio. And again, none of this is happening without the DJs. I went from the street team to a national executive at J Records, walking down the hall, working with Russ Jones and working down the office with Clive Davis because of some DJs in Norfolk, Virginia. Shout out DJ Law. It's his birthday today. Rest in peace. Cool DJ Law, 103 Jams, no longer here with us. He was one of the main people that told Rob Love, hell yeah, take Keith to New York. When I left J Records to go to Russell Simmons Music Group, it was 25 DJs that helped me play a Short Dog and Black Butterfly record to prove that I can get over there. So I'm just telling this story. When I just came and introduced a Brougham record, my own stuff that I write, instead of me being an indie working somebody else shit, it's my stuff. I went to the DJs. So every part of my life in this music industry has been involved with the DJs, man. I tell people, CL love them like that too. But I love DJs like Justo love DJs, bro. And if you know who Justo is, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But I know CL love. That's what I know. That's why I'm proud and honored to be on this call, because I know this dude done gave his whole life. Look at the background. That ain't no fake shit. That's this. I've been to the office. I've been there. So CL's gave, and shout out to you, bro. One love for us and as artists and all the DJs, but shout out to you, black man. Like as a person, as a human being, you've given so much to this culture, but more importantly, you stood up for DJs. I personally seen it when the majors came and they, you know what I'm saying, they even with hip hop, Southern Soul is just where hip hop is, what used to be. It's like right now people are paying attention to it, but they're not, you know what I'm saying? You still have a lot of DJs that are really, really caking off of Southern Soul because the industry is not there yet. They're not where they took Cool Herc out of it. But when you got people like CL and Justo and other people that truly, truly, truly put it on the line, man, ain't about no money, ain't playing. They sit and put it on the line for the DJs, man. And I love that, bro. You've been doing it. Been doing it. So shout out to you, bro. That's why I'm honored to be here, man. One love, bro.
Thank you, man. For real, for real. And it's a labor of love. That's all I'll say about it. But
no, it's a thankless position when you're behind the scenes, especially as DJs, especially when you're dealing with this younger generation. It's very thankless when they feel like they can do something without you and they can just go here and go here. And nah, man, it takes the structure and it takes you giving the shout out. So okay, the DJ gets you hot and then you get where you going. And then like all urban consumer has never been loyal. Never been loyal. It wasn't loyal to FUBU, Cross Color, to none of us. It ain't never been loyal. So that's why music continues to come out. So when you're not hot no more, and you need to go see that same DJ that you forgot about, or you might not have been calling because you're where you wanted to be, then you want to go back and call cats like CL that ain't never stopped calling them DJs that's been talking to them this whole time. So that's where the importance of somebody like yourself is, bro. Because people be forgetting. I get DJs that I call and they be like, well, I'm not at the station no more. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. That don't mean nothing to me. What does that mean to me? You're not at the station no more. It didn't mean too much that you was at the station anyway. I was calling you anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I never let call letters. I tell people, I love DJs. If you spend, whether it's the turntables or the CDJs, if you in the basement practicing for your kids and they friends, or you in the stadiums like my other homies doing for thousands and thousands, I love y'all the same, bro. And sis, I love y'all the same. Because none of this is happening, especially for me. None of this is getting exposed. Southern Soul is not rising like it is. It ain't just through TikTok. That boots on the ground, it had to be played in the club for them to react to it. And the DJ had to do that, bro. The DJs broke that record.
Salute. Well, let's get to Can't Walk Over Me now. The dope thing about this, it has different DJ remixes to it.
Yes. Yes.
Got
So
the
yo,
DJ.
let me share with you.
Go ahead.
It's the DJ that produced the record, DJ Eagle Eye out of Lafayette, Louisiana. So my discography, I said when I'm gonna do this, I got more features with DJs than I got with anybody. I got a feature with DJ Platinum out of New Orleans. I got a feature with DJ Jack of Spades did a remix. So my whole purpose of that is if my narrative is going to change the artist, the DJs that's helping me do it, their narrative is going to change too. And I'm not talking, I mean, like I want to help change the end game for DJs. Like I see the plaques and I love the plaques and the accolades, but none of that is something that when your grandkids' kids can mess with. You know what I'm saying? We have a championship DJ. I'm not gonna go deep in it because my man Big Phil, my CEO, my partner Big Phil, he be shutting me down. But we have a DJ partnership, man, where we share some Brougham publishing with some champion DJs that are helping us do this, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why, because I don't want their kids to just say, "Oh, my granddaddy was a DJ." I want that mailbox money come in. I want them to never like, okay, my granddaddy was a DJ and he broke some records in this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just about the story of breaking it, and it ain't just about me. I want to help because you can't do this if you're signed. But if you're independent and it's a climate for independent artists, you can sit around and you can do this, man. And you got some DJs that helps. You can't do it to everybody, but if you got DJs that helps you expose this and get other people on it, why not, man? Why not change their narrative too? So go ahead, let's play it. Can't Walk Over Me on Digiwaxx. Let's rock, Brougham.
Now, like I said, I'm gonna play the Eagle Eye because that's the one.
Yeah.
And then it's all
Let's
good.
do it.
Get the DJ pack later. But
Let's do it.
Yes. Can't Walk Over Me. I think the record will be up on Digiwaxx today, all the versions. So feel free to tap in and get that as well as the other remix versions. And tap in with Keith. Keith, where can people get in contact with you? They want to get interviews or they want to get drops or they want to book you or they want to do other things because there's a lot of energy that's been coming off from this. What's the best way for people to get in contact with you?
Big Phil, is Big Phil on the phone? Is Big Phil on the line? Well, you can hear me directly, and I put you through my partner Big Phil, but it's at the real Keith Brougham, and it's pronounced Brougham, but it's spelled Brougham.
Do us a favor, definitely put that in the chat.
I'm gonna put that in the chat right now.
Yeah, that way everybody got you for sure, and they could pull up. And nah, man, this is great to hear you tell your story of how all of this came together and pull back full circle for you, man. And we definitely got to have you back on. Definitely thank you for pulling up and sharing. And look, man, shout out to the chat. Chat loves you. So
I love it, bro. I'm with it. Shout out to every DJ that's exposing new music, man. It ain't just about Keith Brougham. Y'all fucking with me, I love that. But the fact that y'all breaking new music, some DJs are like, and it's cool if you just want to be a jukebox, and I'm cool with that too, because there's nothing wrong with that. You're still exposing music, you still keeping the party going, it's the vibe. But the DJs that break new music, that jump out the window and say, yo, I'm going to break this record, and not just take a chance and play the record, but bring it back. See, you know what I'm talking about. When they break a record, stop it, bring it back, introduce, whoom. And shout out to those DJs, man, because this is a business. And this game is not going to continue without that. And shout out to everybody loving this music. Any drops y'all need, let CL, you know what I'm saying, know, get at me, hit me directly on the Instagram, drops, whatever, man. I'm here, I'm rocking, we here, we with it.
No doubt. And again, thank you for pulling up, man. You already know. We're going to play a song. We're going to come back, bring our next guest up, or guests, I should say, up. New Music Wednesdays, Keith Brougham. You already know.
One love.
not knowing what to expect. I might not want them all, but then I try my best. At least I had the satisfaction knowing that I tried. I don't ever want regret, living rent free in my mind. Life's already showed and I'm not trying to waste any time. And the clock is still ticking, so I'm trying to get what's mine. Trying to lead by example and not following it blind. I'm not trying to be another lost soul trapped in the line. There's been times I didn't cherish what I had until I lost it. Had everything I ever wanted, but I sabotage it. Gets me sick when thinking about it. Hurts my head and makes me nauseous. And the thoughts alone would drain and leave you mentally exhausted. Every move I make nowadays are made with extra caution. I refuse to let these ages make some memo out my losses. I'ma stay 10 toes down until I'm 6 feet under the ground. The other day my dog got caught with a pound. Probably from these folks running their mouth. I'm just trying to find another way out, but everyone continues giving me doubts. I do this as my passion, not for no clout. I'm at last crossroads, but I'ma figure it out. When it rains, it pours. I've been through so many storms, so much pain ripped my heart apart and left me torn. I've been thinking about my people who ain't here no more. Although I'm standing on a certain time down the road, I'ma stand 10 toes and I ain't gonna step down. Only way that I will is if I'm under the ground. I fight for what I love and never throw in the towel. Grew up on the belief what goes around comes around. Some people only hating cause you are who you are. They say sky is the limit, but I'm trying to reach Mars. While I'm on my way there, I'ma grab a few stars. Could be in a coffin now from overdosing of bars. Every day I go hard, and I don't care who don't like it. Cause in it one of these days I could be dead or indicted. I'm just trying to live life through the fullest, not be foolish. I'm just trying to get my paper stacks no taller than rulers. I'ma stay 10 toes down until I'm 6 feet under the ground. The other day my dog got caught with a pound. Probably from these folks running their mouth. I'm just trying to find another way out, but everyone continues giving me doubts. I do this as my passion, not for no clout. I'm at last crossroads, but I'ma figure it out. I'ma stay 10 toes down until I'm 6 feet under the ground. The other day my dog got caught with a pound. Probably from these folks running their mouth. I'm just trying to find another way out, but everyone continues giving me doubts. I do this as my passion, not for no clout. I'm at last crossroads, but I'ma figure it out.
Yeah, new music, TCB Domino. Song called 10 Toes Down. Shout to DJ T-Rex on that, who's actually broadcasting us live right now. I think we're on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter Spaces across the world. So you already know. Shout out to Darius in the house, Darius in the house, T-Dub, DJ Dab, the real DJ Ant Live, my brother, you already know. Good to see you up here, DJ Malone, Will Gamble, Tammy Marie, Funky Skunk, DJ Epidemic, of course, Radio Raymond T, my brother Rollo, Rose Key, J Crystal, B Tip in the mix, DJ Double XL holding down for LA, DJ Big Red, in Dallas, Darrell P, Gritty Style Network, Malik Davis, WNSB, in VA. And if I missed you, I apologize. Just sort of felt like giving everybody a shout out. Superstar Maker Kermit, you know. All right. We are in the mix on another Wednesday. Is brother Mannie Faces and, of course, Willy Bangz in the building?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Okay, that's what's up. All right. I see. Look at that. Side by side. Perfect, man. Perfect timing, man. I feel funny and weird because I'm like, yo, Manny's like family. So it's like it's good, but it's Manny, you know, but it's a good thing. Because in a way, it's funny, like you're on here regularly, you know, we all fam, but I don't know if people know your music story like that. You know, I think they know you're a DJ, right? But they don't know what else you do, you know, and how you even got into music beyond just being a DJ. The productions and all of that other stuff. So let's get into it. And shout out to my man Willy Bangz. He and I had a great time trying to catch a train. Well, I was trying to catch me, him, and Swerve trying to get back up to White Plains, but it was a movie that particular day.
I heard you made it.
Media Monday. I made it by a hair, man. I couldn't believe it, bro. I could not believe I made it, man. We was literally downtown, way downtown by Manhattan Bridge, Bowery Street, and I had to try to get up. Couldn't find a train entrance. A mess, but it all worked out. It all worked.
I believed in you, and see what happened. You made it.
Hey, that was.
I was telling you, you can do it. You was like, I don't know.
Anyway, man, how y'all doing, man? How's everything?
Great.
Good.
Great.
Well, first of all, congratulations on y'all project, man.
Thank you.
You know, coming together for a special collaboration, you know, and project. You know, if you guys don't know, Nap York City is a collaboration between DJ Mannie Faces and DJ Willy Bangz. And it's a dope project, man. Both of them put their heart and soul into it. And I had the pleasure of listening to it earlier today. I really was able to get into it for a second, which is good, right before the call. Because I know it's on the site, but, you know, I needed to really get into it. So let's talk about it, man. Okay. First and foremost, why now and what's the project all about?
Go ahead, Willie.
So, you know, this project has been a long time coming, and, you know, Mannie Faces had happened to be working on his, well, what would have been his third crowd control, I believe. I was working on what would have been my second independent artillery, because I came out with independent artillery and I was just starting the process of creating for my next album. And me and Mannie Faces had been talking about collaborating on a project for quite some time. Roughly 2 years we've been talking about it, because, you know, he's putting out bodies of work through compilation albums, and so am I. And so, you know, during many of conversations that me and Mannie have, it never dawned on us that we're both working on new projects. And one day I just spark up the thought. I say, hey, Mannie, how many records do you have for your new project? He says 2. He tells me, what about you? How's your project coming along? I say, oh, it's funny. I got 2 records too. And he looks at me with that look, and I look at him with that look, and I was like, you thinking what I'm thinking? And he's like, well, what you thinking? I was like, collaboration time? You know, you want to switch lanes? You want to switch directions? And maybe that project we've been talking about for all this time, you want to give that a run? And I was like, yo, you know what? I'm with it. I was working on independent artillery too. You was working on, I'm with it. And so, you know, he tells me, what we going to call this thing? I said, well, you know, you from Naptown, Indiana, me being from New York, you going to rep your city, I'm going to rep mine. Just combine the names of the city. This is Naptown, Indiana, New York City, Nap York City. He loved it. And, you know, here we are on Digiwaxx.
It's actually fire. I ain't gonna front. It's a brand in its own. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? T-shirts, hats, website, all of that should go down. I think it's great, man. I think it's dope. And shout out to the fleet, and shout out to all these DJ networks for bringing everybody together, because it doesn't happen without all of that, man. And it's a beautiful thing. So back to the question I was asking you before, Mannie, your music story. Because again, you come up on the call, and, you know, we sort of talk about music, and, you know, you'll be spinning at a spot, but then you'd be like, yo, I got the new Rascast project. And I'm finishing the engineering, I'm finishing the audio on it now. And I'm really like, word, you doing all of that. So beyond DJing, what is your story? You know, how did you start in this, in music, period? And what are all of the things that you are doing on a daily, weekly basis when it comes to music and production?
So, long journey, man. I started out in music. Actually, I started out music in DJing. You know what I mean? DJing, real young. I was in the 8th grade when I got my first tapes. So I was very, you know what I'm saying? I was very much into DJing. What ended up happening is, short story, you know what I'm saying, was I watched the movie Crush Groove. Now, if everybody, you know, it's probably telling my age, but, you know, I watched the movie Crush Groove.
C-Run, a CLL. I see everybody doing their thing. So I actually got rid of the tables and became an MC.
What year? Wait, let's put some context to this. What year are we talking?
Ooh, let's see. What? 80, 88, 89? Yeah. It's 88, 89 to be exact, And yeah, started rapping, got with a couple of groups here. Made a little noise, wasn't really taking it serious. You know how it is. You know what I mean? Kind of dabbing and dabbing life situations. Moved out to Oakland. Was out there for about 5.5 years. Went into my brother-in-law. I ended up moving down there with him. Now, my brother-in-law, he was a significant part about me getting back into music, because what he ended up doing is he ended up hooking me up with a signing nicknamed Goldie. Now, if people know who a signing nicknamed Goldie is, he's a part of Dangerous Music. He was a part of the Dangerous crew. You know what I'm saying? Two Shorts camp. So that got me back into music. Now, everything is spotty. That's why I'm jumping around. Everything is spotty because I got back into music. I got inspired. Did a movie in Oakland. Did a little low budget. Yeah, we did a low budgeted movie. Shout out to Mari Bobino, you know what I'm saying, in Debonair Productions. I happened to get land a part in a movie. Nice part in the movie. You know what I'm saying? The movie was based out of East Oakland and West Oakland. So that was a dope scenario. But even with that being said, moved back here, hooked up my cousin. My cousin was still DJing. Head Rush, shout out to Head Rush. He's one of the significant parts that really got me actually back into DJing. And this is about 5 years ago, and me and him got together and we formed Strong Side Radio. And that's how that came about. And along with that got me into, I dove straight in, got me some more equipment, dove straight in. And first and foremost, all I wanted to do was just hear my blends. I wasn't trying to get on no calls. I didn't know nothing about calls. I didn't know anything about breaking records, any of that. All I wanted to do was DJ and blend. That's it, and hear myself. Play myself in the car, play my mixes in the car, and that's it. I ended up stumbling upon Fleet DJs, put in the app, hooked up with DJ Punch. Shout out to DJ Punch. It was like Voltron. A lot of things pushed me back into DJing, and I'm kind of happy for it. Even with the Raz Cash situation, when it was all about networking, you know what I mean? I got back with shout out to Stop Beefing, Money Matt, you feel me? And a lot of significant roles started playing. I started meeting, and it was so crazy because I started meeting a lot of legends that I looked up to. I started having phone calls with them. I'm like, yo, man, I can't believe it. So actually, I was fanned out after I hang the phone up. I'm like, hold on, man. You can't do it on the phone. You gotta be hard. You feel me? Like, yeah, okay, yeah, oh, yeah. Hang the phone up, man, I was just talking to Cool Joe Goody, Big Cat. It just, you know what I'm saying? Raz Cat, we having conversations. So the inspiration drew me even further, into building relationships. I started putting out albums again, compilations. 2021, I put out my first Crowd Control Volume 1. You know what I'm saying? Then I came back with another compilation called La Familia Volume 1. And I actually ended up, shout out to my cousin on there because he helped me put that together, Will the Plug. And, I ended up with a record from Real Rax and Pooh Shiesty. Didn't even know what I had. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, you know what I'm saying? People like, man, boy, you got this record. That's Punch. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you got that song with Real Rax and Pooh Shiesty? I'm like, yeah, wasn't even thinking about it. But then, then fruition, me and Bangz. Fast forward, me and Bangz. We come up with this We come up with this. We have been talking about it for 2 years. Like, yo, man, we should do something, man, that, we thought, and we don't know if it's true. You know what I'm saying? We was like, DJs ain't never done. Let's get together and drop an album together.
Yeah, man. I love the ingenuity behind it. And the story and the origins of your beginnings, shout out to Naptown and shout out to Oakland, shout out to everything that's going on now. And shout out to Willy Bangz. I want to get into a record, come back, we're gonna talk to Willy, see what he got going on in the Bronx. We need to know what's going on there. But let's play a song from New York City, and we'll come right back. Check it out.
I want the Chevy on switches, I'm about to roll me another one. I say I like a pigeon flying over competition. I want the Chevy on switches. Damn. Wait till they see me in this shit. Once they see me in this shit, I want the Chevy on switches, I'm about to roll me another one. I say I like a pigeon flying over competition. I want the Chevy on switches. I want that shit, man. Wait till they see me in this shit. Now you know me from rockin' crowds, live from the lost and found, Midwest play with a southern scale, gone off that packy yell, brave enough to hit the front line, bold enough to take what's mine, smart enough for me to know just what it takes to break it over the finish line. For the beginner, I'm observant, cut the head off the serpent, Midwest surgeon, may cause a disturbance. But since I heard this sample, now I'm giving you Julius Irvin. I'm serving up Mannie Faces, like the line outside looking like Long's Bakery, looks so amazing. From the days in to the nightfall. Hustle stay on 24. What the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. I know about us, we don't know about y'all. But this Naptown individual, when I hit the studio, I get visuals. I want the Chevy on switches, I'm about to roll me another one. I say hi like a pigeon flying over competition. I want the Chevy on switches. Wait till they see me in this shit. I want the Chevy on switches, I'm about to roll me another one. I say hi like a pigeon flying over competition. I want the Chevy on switches. Wait till they see me in this shit.
Tracks with a bonus joint, that right there, one of my favorites. Like I said, I like the album, but that features Mouse P. It's called Chevys, and yeah, just caught me. So shout out to that.
Yeah, Chevys is something else, man. A lot of people bang. A lot of people like Chevys. They talking about it's gonna be the. I'm gonna roll that out, man. That's gonna be the summer joint.
And you produced all of the you produced the records on that.
Nope. Listen, I don't listen. This is the crazy part. I don't produce no tracks. I buy all my tracks. I got a couple of producers that I deal with, you know what I'm saying, and I buy them. You feel me? And they get their credits and everything. But yeah, I just put the stuff together, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's it. I just love music, so I'm like, yo, I put out albums. You feel me?
Yeah.
Put out albums.
You know, that's actually a good point, man. Like, there's nothing wrong with like what Diddy would do or others would do. Where, hey, you know, I have a vision for a song. I can tell you what my sounded like, and then I'm gonna connect it with, you know, the artist that I think fits for it. And if you make something dope, you make something dope. I don't really care where it comes from or how it comes from. I just want it to be quality. So, shout out to that. DJ Willy Bangz, man, what's going on with you?
Oh man, everything's good, man. I'm just humbled, honored, and grateful to be on this platform, man. Thank you for having me.
No, absolutely, man. Shoot, you know, you're doing your thing too, man. And you know, one of the things I love about you is your assertiveness. You know, always focused. You know, we go to the event, you're like, see, can I? You know, I'd love to get this person on my mixtape. I'm working on the mixtape, working on the album, working on a project, and you're always on them. So, you know, I feel like this is great because this is a segue project for you to I guess, set up the other projects you want to put out. But let's just talk about your origin story. Where are you from originally in New York, and how you got into music, and what do you do in addition to DJing?
Okay, cool, man. So I was born and raised in Bushwick, Brooklyn. The Bushwick section of Brooklyn, New York. Uh, you know, I became a DJ based on the fact of living around so many DJs. I was circled by DJs on the first floor in the building where I lived in and I grew up in. There was a DJ there by the name of DJ Ninja One. He's not with us no more. May he rest in peace. But he's the first person to ever put me on a set and let me touch a turntable, play a record, try to blend one record to the next record in transition. So may he continue to sleep peacefully. And shout out to him. He was on the first floor. Then, another brother of mine by the name of DJ Bizarre GR, he lived on the third floor. You know what I mean? So he had all the dope equipment. He had the dopest turntables, the techniques, and he had, all the records that were out. He was really into it at that time, and shout out to that brother because he put me on my first party to play for my first crowd. You know what I mean? I actually got to experience how nervous you are when you get on the turntables and there's like 500 people in the party and they're trying to wait to see what you're going to play next. And, you got to keep them motivated. That was a time for me in my life. And then, it later led to me loving music the way I love it today, still to this day. And what really put the icing on the cake for me and let me know this is something that I want to do is that, I had told my mom, listen, mom, GR's a DJ and Ninja's a DJ. I love music. I want to do this. I want to try to buy some equipment. Will you help me? And she said, yeah, I'll help you. It's funny that you want to do this. And I was like, well, why is that? She said, because, your father's a DJ. He used to be out there in the parks DJing. And I didn't know that at the time. My father wasn't living with my mama. So my father was always a Rolling Stone. He was gone. I see him once every 4 or 5 years. And she says, your dad is a DJ. I said, what was his name? DJ Old School, she tells me. And I'm like, I said, so what did he do? He was out there in the parks. We were in Bed-Stuy, right across the street from Boys and Girls High School. WBLS used to come out, park the van up over there, put the set out in front of the van, turn on the system. The whole neighborhood was there. Your father used to sometimes get on the set there. He knew a lot of the DJs. And so when I heard that, that was it for me. I was like, what? I got this in my blood. She said, yeah, your Uncle Wolf too. I was like, Wolfie and Pop? I said, oh, yeah, now I got to do this. I want to try this. And so, going to my boy's house, practicing and everything like that later led to me buying my own equipment. I gathered up my set. I ended up getting my Technique 1210s, the black ones, at the age of 17. I started on some Geminis, some basic Geminis and then worked my way up to the Techniques. And then, my love for music took off from there. Later, I wanted to further what I had going on. I wanted to do things like I'm doing now, releasing compilation projects, mixtapes to further build up my portfolio, should I say. And, it led me to down the line coming across another childhood buddy of mine by the name of Black Storm, who recommended that I become a fleet DJ. He was familiar with a lot of the people in the coalition. Shout out to DJ Delmatic, who he introduced me to. And Delmatic later introduced me to DJ P Money. And I signed the application, became a fleet DJ, and it attached me to some powerful resources. You know what I mean? And then I bump heads with Mannie Faces, who is a fleet DJ, came to my radio station at the time for a radio show slot, and me and Manny done became brothers since then. We're like brothers. We call each other all the time. In the morning, 7 in the morning, I'm getting my kids ready for school. We on the phone. You know what I mean? He called me on his lunch break sometimes and stuff like that. And the thoughts of making a collaboration project became a thing. And, later down the line, 2 years after, we got Nap York City, my brother. So, we here.
All right. Dope stuff. Dope stuff. Shout out to you. And then now you're in the Bronx.
Yes.
So really like, from one side to the other, which is awesome. Yeah. Well, let's get into this record from your side of the compilation, the project, and we'll play it first and we'll come back and talk about it. So
okay. Sounds good.
Word up. New music on that Nap York City. Check it out.
Yeah, I heard they want them maniacs, man.
DJ Willy Bangz, keep banging them hits, baby.
I know them singles had 'em, but I had to show 'em I could cut up one time. Crazy nice.
He must have a demon in him, he moving like Mad Max. Too much recoil with that 45, get him a bad back. Sickest nigga ever did it, they pull up in hazmats. Can't be smiling without money, so we getting mad racks. That's facts, got me started. Throw my flavor on it, they go shh, let it whisper. We do that potato on it, now my own biggest critic, but I've been the main opponent. Switch my cadence on it, but that flow my main component. I be comfy in the hood, really feel like car parts. Few million coming soon, just can't really ballpark. Got me zooted off the side, now I'm stuck. Wall art, this the freshest that it give. I came up from Walmart and off for the team. Strong workout, no food, he awfully lean. Homie never hesitate to stress when he offer the beam. If you got a problem, we can solve it, we offer them wings. Money coming every single angle, we offer the cream. New whip, sporty feel, white girl going crazy, had to tell shorty chill. Cause a drought for a decade, they'll ask for me still. No F's on my new record and the last for me sale. 40 mil, purple twisted in my cup, kinda pink. Can't cross me over still, we be done by the blink. Big crib, nice whips and wild diamond links. Water in the sun look fire like my diamonds trying to drink. Real goon stepping out soon as a dark can. Running bundles through the jungle, swinging like I'm Tarzan. Fiends drop, shivering, we looking like all damn. Mean bat so crazy, he needed that Narcan. Raised in the boondocks, tactical like Huey, level up, scale it up. Life a movie for me, Umi still shine. The design, the last two for me was Louis, been munching up the beast. Last few for me was Chewy, been allergic to the bullshit. Get a whiff, I'll sneeze, too cold. In Antarctica, y'all freeze. Chopsticks for the clips, plus the grips Chinese. They was made the same year, dual wheel Siamese. Talk nice or get sliced, I easily could tally. Mega wave coming through, you would think we out in Maui. New exotic coming ship, few weeks out in the Saudi. And the speakers through the alley, Hudson Valley out to Cali, nigga. The storms and the rain is the reason that I'm flooded. I was down bad, now the bundles in the bunnies. Been outside, turning pennies into hundreds. Get it by any means, either way, gotta come up. The storm and the rain is the reason that I'm flooded. I was down bad, now the bundles in the bunnies. Been outside, turning pennies into hundreds. Get it by any means, either way, gotta come up.
Storm and the rain is the reason that I'm flooded. I was down bad, now the bundles in the bunnies. Been outside, turning pennies into hundreds. Get it by any means.
Yeah, that's featuring Craze. Nice songs called Maniac.
Yes,
where's he from, Willie?
Poughkeepsie, New York.
Oh man, I heard him say Hudson Valley to Cali. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Hudson Valley, not too far from where he's stationed. So actually, I was out in Poughkeepsie this Sunday, so we could all expect a video to that song right there coming soon. It's gonna be crazy.
Nice. All right.
The part about it is Chevy's too. We dropping them, you know what I'm saying? So Chevy's videos coming for that too.
Nice. I mean, that seems like the natural progression. Now, is Willy Bangz and Mannie Faces gonna get together and get some video content too? That's the challenge. That's the challenge. But good stuff, man. 11 joints on here, 10 records, one bonus.
That is in the works.
One bonus record. If you don't have it, it is up on Digiwaxx. And Manny's being humble, but he be putting his foot in a lot of stuff. And shout out to Willie, does the same. Anybody want to say anything? We're gonna open it up if anybody has a question, if they want to say anything or show support. You know how we do it. Hello Effect.
Yeah, what's going on? Mannie Faces and Willy Bangz.
Brother.
I want to say, dope album. One question: how did y'all select the artist for this project?
You want to answer that question first, Will?
Manny, go ahead and take that for a second. I got to handle something really quickly. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. All right. So the selection on my side, basically, it's a process with me. I deal with everybody on this album. Really I'm close to. You know what I mean? I got a relationship with. So me knowing them as artists, the tracks that I was selecting, I would send the tracks. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that would fit, you know what I'm saying, that would fit that, you know, that character, you know what I mean, that person, that artist. And I kind of figured that out because I'm an MC myself, you know what I'm saying? So you know what you're going to shine on, you know what you're going to kill, you know what you're going to be mediocre on, you know what I'm saying, this and that. So I would sit there and study the tracks, and I'd be like, okay, yeah, let me shoot this to like for instance, let me shoot this to Illy Octane and Mojo. You feel me? Because this track, I know this track right here is gonna like kill it. They're gonna kill it. And what happens is they'll send that track back, man, and it's never denied. You feel me? You be like, okay, all right, oh, all right, okay, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the selection, you know what I'm saying? I've done basically really all my albums like that, you know. Yeah, that's it. That's
what's up. Definitely tough tune. Definitely the production is good, and it continues. I'm looking forward to seeing the visuals, though.
Appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate it.
My apologies on that question, brother. You know, I had to take care of something real quick, but I'm back with you guys now.
All right. So, how do you select the artists that you want to put on any of your projects?
Well, I'm really deep in tune with each artist. When you see an artist on my project, just know we have a bond and a connection already established. You know, I follow their artistry. I support their music through my radio shows, my curated playlists, my mixtapes. You know, I have a lot of different outlets on how I support independent artist music. So when it's time for me to put together a project, I just know who would sound right with what. I listen to some productions from many different producers who I'm also in connection with, similar to what Manny does. We sit down, we listen to some beats. I like this right here. You know what I'm saying? What is the deal with that beat? And then, you know, I present that to the artist. The artist will listen to the beat and say, yeah, I got a vision for this. What's your thoughts? And we'll sit down and discuss how we want the record to kind of go. And then, you know, the artist, we get together, hit the studio, and then put together what we had in mind. You know, our vision becomes like we bring our vision to life, pretty much so. You know what I mean? And, you know, from there we take it. And, you know, I tap in with different artists. I already know who I want. Like right now, I'm going to be working on an EP for later this year, possibly early next year. And I already know who I want for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me ask you one more question. Is it the same thing like the visuals, or you do just let the director do what he do, or you pretty much tell him your vision, and how does that work? Like far as like the visuals?
So I would probably get together with the artist and the producer, and we sit down and put a treatment together and see you know, what kind of visual do we see coming to life for this particular record after listening to the record. So, you know, a treatment is developed, and then the director pretty much has the creative vision. He knows how he wants to shoot. He knows where he wants to shoot, what's the best locations for us to shoot based on the treatment that we sit down and discuss. And that's how the video kind of formulates.
That's what's up. Much love and respect to y'all.
Absolutely. Love and respect.
All right. Dope stuff. Yo. Oh, go ahead, Russ. Go ahead.
Yeah. So before I have to get back to work, I want to shout out to y'all. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of the work y'all been putting in. Y'all are very motivating. Even talking to y'all on the phone when we just talk about just regular life, it's real conversation. Y'all my brothers. I love y'all to death. Love y'all to life. For real, man. And man, you don't know, bro. You sit there talking, I got you back in the DJ, bro. You the reason why I actually still have equipment, man. I done contemplate selling it again, bro. Like, you the reason why I still keep my equipment, bro, because I feel like there's a silver lining somewhere, and I'm gonna get that wild hair. You get that wild hair, and now you don't want to DJ again. Like, you know how I am, man. And I appreciate both of y'all for being motivating the team and being a part of this thing we got ours, man. Salute to y'all. Keep up the good work, fellas.
Oh, you too, bro. For real.
Shout out to the squad.
Before you run off, Headbrush, I just want to say I got nothing but love for you too. I love you back. You my brother. You'll know that every time we on the line. You know that, like you said, life conversations. I appreciate all your support, you know what I'm saying? And everything you do for Strong Side and just for the culture itself, man, because you do a lot too, my brother. Thank you.
Hey, man. Steel sharp steel, my brother. Let's keep this train rolling. Let's get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, people understand that's my brother right there, y'all. And we used to live right across the street from each other, y'all. We still do live in the same neighborhood. You feel me? Yeah, straight up. That's my brother, for real.
Yeah, man. Definitely. I've personally rolled with them. I've seen, you know what I mean, how to get down. Nothing but a bunch of smoking and drinking and rolling. No, listen. Listen, we're not blow it up. All right, Money Matt, and then we're gonna go to DJ Malone.
Hey man, I just want to congratulate both of y'all on a phenomenal project. DJ Mannie Faces, your family, of course, DJ Willy Bangz, Fleet family. I love what you guys are doing. The feedback we're getting from all the fans, the love and all the records, man. So congratulations on unifying New York and Naptown. And like CL said, now we gotta bring you to Naptown, Willie, or we gotta go to New York. Like we gotta get in person with this. So I just want to congratulate both of you for an amazing project.
Oh, hey, Money Matt. Don't run off yet. You see what he's saying? We gotta get you to Naptown, Willie Bang. You heard what you just said, right? just understand that that's gonna happen sooner than later.
We were just talking about
I'm gonna leave you with that.
It should be both ways, to be completely opposed. It should go, you know, both. It would be great to see Manny on a J train. You know, it'd be great.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
So it you know, it could go both ways, man.
Yes, definitely. We're gonna make that happen. We already we already got that in the works and talk. So we already know.
Just
hey,
like
this is Rose Key. Shout out to Manny. Shout out to Matt. Head Rush. Hey, Willie, I don't know you, but hey, you killed it. Hey, Manny, I really appreciate everything you do for me. And I'm an upcoming artist, y'all, in that town. I've been on this whole thing the whole time. I'm loving it. Congratulations, Manny.
Appreciate it.
I really appreciate y'all too.
You already know we got love for you. Rose is one of them artists, y'all, that supports heavy.
Dope.
You feel me? She definitely supports. You know.
Shout out to Rose.
All love.
Shout out.
It's love.
DJ Malone.
Yo, how you guys doing?
How you doing, brother?
All right, man. Maintain it, brother.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Man, salute to both of you guys, man, for doing your thing. Manny, man, I'm proud of you, my guy. I'm proud of both of you. But Manny, just to see how much you've grown and everything, man, and what you're doing, keep on doing it, my guy. I just had to come in and say that.
Appreciate you, man. Definitely, man. Definitely salute to you, man. I appreciate you seeing that.
Big salute, DJ Malone.
For real.
Hey, well, that's what's up. All right, Ron Law. Ron.
What's up, Manny? What's up,
What up, Ron?
man? Hey, man, I don't know the other guy, man. Much respect, cuz y'all doing your thing. Hey, all that y'all doing is Florida approved. I'm calling out of Florida down here. I'm at the bottom of the map. But boy, y'all doing your thing. And where can I find it? It's out already. Did y'all say that? Because I had wanted to, bang it in the car a little bit, show these Florida niggas what's up. I didn't mean to say the N-word, my bad, y'all.
All streaming platforms, my brother, out now everywhere. Tidal, Spotify, Apple, everywhere you listen to music at.
But this thing Florida sealed approved, man. If I said that correctly, goddammit. Y'all, hey, good looking, man. Y'all did your thing. Holla, man.
I appreciate you. Much love to you, my brother. Thank you.
Yes, man. Sir. Yes, sir, y'all.
All right. Queen Karen G.
You know how I feel, Mannie Faces. You got a smoker, you and Willy Bangz got a compilation of smokers, and I believe in it because I know what I've seen and heard between you and him, also that you give a good example to others of what they can do and get together. And don't be ashamed of the way you feel about the goodness of each other. You can take those things and put them together. It's not competition. It's something you put together, and it should do that in 2025. Everybody got the opportunity to be a beast. But you and Willie, set that precedence for that, to me, in my opinion. To anybody that sees this thing go from Naptown to New York, and then it'll be universal. So, I'll be watching it, keep in touch, because, I interviewed you before, Mannie Faces, because I knew there were great things coming around. And, Willie brings out the best in you, because I see you smile and when he's talking.
My brother.
And I know that he knows how to do that for you.
Yeah.
I appreciate so much you sharing things with me, and come on where the weekend begins. Throw down Thursday, strong side. I'm loving it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for those words, Queen Karen. Big respect to you all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, that's love. That's love. Okay, we was waiting for him. The superstar maker Kermit is back. Kermit, that's a good thing, brother.
Thank you, sir. I heard of the great DJ Willy Bangz. I mean, he's world famous. Who are these new guys that I'm saying? Mannie Faces, somebody Town or something, and heard him mention Head Rush, and DJ Punch guy, and the only people I know in that town is, of course, I know Matt over there, and I know Funky Skunk and Jimmy Mack, but I mean, who are these other guys just pop up out of nowhere? I think they said something about a show on Thursday. I mean, what are they talking about? Or Mixaholic Monday, but I never heard of these guys. But anyway, they seem like they're doing a good job, and I like the music, and I like to see young guys succeed. So I'm gonna give them that, and maybe they'll be known one day. And I'm back on mute.
What's up? That's
Superstar maker.
Salute. DJ Big Red.
Big Red.
What's up, man? Hey, I want to say y'all inspire me, man. Just to keep it 100, man. Everything you're doing, it look good, man. They even sound good from the production, man. I just want to salute you, and I'm proud to even just to know y'all, man. Like, hey, man, it's with the crew. So just to see you putting something out there that's gonna do good in the world, man, with good music, good sound. I can't wait till it drops. So cause I want me a Chevy too, you know what I'm saying? So I can bump it too, you know what I mean? I'm down here in Texas, in D-Town, you know what I mean? So understand me? DJ Willy Bangz, like, y'all doing y'all thing, man. Like I said, I'm just blessed to be on the call with people that's, about to make a mark, man. And I know y'all gonna make a mark, man, cause the music sound good and the album back you too. So you get the music to me, I'm gonna make sure I play. I got a network event this Sunday that I'm doing. So I'll definitely bump it myself.
All right.
So keep up the good work, man. Keep it up.
Definitely.
I appreciate you.
Dope.
Hey, DJ Big Red, man, follow me on that IG so I can follow you back. I like to tap in to see what you got going on as well, my brother. Hit me on there. I put my IG in the chat.
Put it in the chat and I'm following it immediately.
No doubt. And I'm going to follow you right back. I appreciate you.
Like my boy said, expeditiously, I will be doing that. I got you.
No doubt, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you, man.
All right, we got
salute,
Funky
baby. Salute.
Skunk, and then we got Swerve.
Yo. Mannie Faces.
What up?
Big
What up,
Bang.
Funky Skunk?
Once again, I put it in the chat. Congratulations, salute all you do. The project is already it captivates you just on the title, just on the hook of it, and y'all got a track record anyway, so y'all well known. I'm proud to know you, and I want to be like you when I grow up. Let me get a shot on the next one.
We got you, man.
No doubt.
Yes, sir. Salute.
Salute.
We touched on that strong side throwdown. We got you.
Got you.
All right. And of course,
I jump in.
I guess Swerve. Swerve might have to handle something, but
I'm here.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Do you think?
I just want to congratulate them. I knew it was coming. I had a little intel insight. Maybe I'll make one of them other ones. But I'm glad that they got together, and it's good to see DJs collab from other states, and being that they are fleet members, you know what I'm saying, is definitely something that, I've been doing, and glad that they're keeping it alive and keeping the DJing culture alive, and DJs are networking with producers and the artists and helping the artists and the DJs get exposure and putting some music out that, most people can't hear, and they just, executive producing out there and A&R in the streets and helping, get these artists out there and the producers out there. So definitely good looking on that. And I definitely already heard it. Me and Willy been speaking, and Manny, when he's too high of an executive now. I speak to his.
There you go. There goes Swerve. Swerve, you know what I love you. Call me, brother. We done had plenty of calls. We done had plenty of conversations. Call me.
Only person I speak to on a regular now, and especially in the past couple of weeks, was Willy. But he's about to get there too. You know what I mean? I'm about to speak to his assistant too. So I'm like, look at these guys.
There you go.
You know what I mean? But it's great to hear that y'all collab. And I know y'all got many more to come, you know, so hopefully I have some exclusive for y'all that y'all will love.
Definitely. Almost definitely. Swerve, you my brother, you know that, bro. You know that. Anything you need, just say the word, consider it done, that type of thing, man. Salute to you. I appreciate your comments and your words and your input and feedback, man. Much love.
Man.
Definitely shout out.
I'm like ready to kill somebody for you, man. That's great.
Mm-hmm. You know, that's my brother, man. That's my bro.
I'm joking. All right, Will Gamble, you will be the last one, my brother, and then we're gonna get into some music. But go ahead, Will.
Oh man, I gotta be last. What's up, y'all? Y'all get y'all flowers for real, for real. Salute to you off top, CL and Raymond T, you know, the Digiwaxx family. Bro, goddamn, goddamn, Willy Bangz. Yeah, both y'all. I was gonna sit back and let y'all get y'all flowers, but yeah, keep doing y'all thing. Hey, and now you know we just getting started with so much more history to make. Salute to the strong side, Fleet, stop beefing, everybody. You know, ECMD, everybody. Y'all got y'all flowers today, and I'm proud of y'all. So keep doing y'all thing. Much love, y'all. Let's go.
Thank you, cuz. Appreciate that.
Gamble, thank you, my brother. Your support is impeccable, my brother. All the support that you give throughout all these years, impeccable support, man. I definitely appreciate you, brother.
Always.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm hoping that we get support in terms of spins and airplay for y'all because project is good and so you got the power to introduce the music, then do it. I think that's the biggest thing at the end of the day. You know, we do this so we can sort of help each other grow and just get a little bit further and so on and so forth. Okay, Gracie, you want to say something real quick? Go ahead.
Yes, I was just going to say something really fast and make me the last. I just wanted to let you guys know your music is a gift to the world. It is a gift to us as DJs. Wow. And I am so grateful to be a part of it. And congrats again. You already know how I feel about the whole album. And if you guys haven't heard it, you must hear the whole thing. It's definitely a fire emoji.
Good.
Hey, shout out to Gracie Grace for real. You know, salute. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Queen, for the support, major support. For real.
Big thank you, Gracie Grace. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I'm definitely going to be playing your music. I already put it on my mix. And looking forward for some more music from you guys in the future.
Hey, once again, thank you. And whenever the mix comes out, please tag us in it so that we can repost and share, you know, your mixes also so they could be heard through our platform. So, you know, don't forget to do that. Tag us up.
Definitely. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Well, the project is live, everyone. It is available on Digiwaxx, as well as I think Matt has the links, as well as Willy Bangz has the links. And yeah, let's just support. I think that's the biggest deal here. Thank y'all, brothers. You already know. I can't even say thank y'all for pulling up because y'all be here.
Thank you. I'm gonna say it. Thank you, man, for you know what I'm saying, for you know, and I know we family, but still, man, you took the time out, man, to you know, interview us, man. You know what I mean, and lend your platform to us. You know what I'm saying? Very powerful.
Our platform. Let me just say that.
Our platform, a very powerful platform, and appreciate this, man. I appreciate this. See you from the bottom of my heart, man. For real.
Out, man. Anytime. And shout out to everybody who's a part of this. You know, it's what we do for each other. Shout out to Radio Raymond T. Shout out to Swerve and Brittany and Quantum and you know everybody else. I'm sorry if I didn't say your name, but you know what it is with us. And
I'm super humble,
here, man. This is how we get down every week, man. And you know, feel free to share the love. We're gonna play a song and you know, bring our next guest. So I think the last thing is definitely leave y'all information for those who may not know you guys. Just leave your information in the chat so people can follow up with you for whatever opportunities they may have. So let's just do that. All right. All right. That being said, let's play a song or two till our next guest gets on. Check this out.
I told her, shawty, I feel like it's you against yourself. 20/20 vision, still can't see nobody else. Cut your feelings off, it's hard to tell me what you felt. You may get the keys and you give all these hoes the belt. Sun's out, buns out, somewhere out the country, foreign currency. Want you by my side, even though I got you under me. Come here, watch you run for me. I said, girl, I bought like 23. Girl, I like your company, I love it when you come for me. Sweat and blood and tears. You need reassurance, I'll be down to make it clear that I always want you here. I wanna give you a baby since I seen them baby hairs. Falling deeply in love, heartbeat keeps her up at nighttime. She got insecurities, she said reassure me. She need reassurance, tell me that you love me. I need reassurance, she need reassurance.
You show me, baby, I've been thinking about you daily. Say I'm your piece when all that pussy drive you crazy. And I ain't here to change your ways and I can't even fake it, baby. Take a chance, I'm faded, I'm losing my cool view. Big tease is a good pussy, mommy. Bad motherfucker, but I listen to you, daddy. No, I ain't playing, nobody call me, how you call me. No competition, bitches falling, only not me. And if you know just how I feel when you're hurting, but you love them, reassurance, harmony's up my mind. And if you know you got it, but wanna know, say whatever question if you mind, never wasting my time.
Falling deeply in love, heartbeat keeps her up at nighttime. She got insecurities, she said reassure me. She need reassurance, tell me that you love me. I need reassurance, she need reassurance.
Yo, C.O. C.O.
You cracked the Timbs out the box.
Yo.
What's down? What's down? What's down?
What up? What up? What up? What's good?
Shit cooler, man.
New Music Wednesdays. Okay, I see you upset. All right, I see you. What's going on, my brother?
What's happening with it, man?
Oh, man, we about to get busy. You know, it's just another beautiful Wednesday. You know, we do this every Wednesday. Shout out to all the DJs in the building. One thing I'm gonna ask you to do is just turn your camera to the right. That way we can get the full offset in the picture. You know what I mean?
All right, one second. I got you. Like this.
You know, let's turn the camera, your phone to the side. That's it.
Damn, somebody calling me. My fault.
There you go. Yeah, it was like that. I don't know what just happened. It was there.
Like this?
Yeah, but for some reason that is not filling up the whole thing. It's like you to the side now. It's weird. It's all good.
Yeah, man. Y'all gotta be doing some technical shit. I ain't good with the technical shit.
It's all good. We'll just rock with that. Well, first of all, thanks for pulling up. Thank you, GP, as well. Welcome to New Music Wednesdays, man. It's a pleasure to have you and whatnot. You've definitely been doing your thing as of late. And shout out to GP for holding it down, man. For real, for real.
First that's my motherfucker, brother.
Yeah, it's still it's all right. We just gonna rock with it. It's all good. You know, we just gonna get it done the way we gotta get it done. But first of all, how's everything with you, man?
Everything good, man. I'm cooking a new album right now, man. I'm trying to come around like in the summertime, man. I like the shit I've been making though. I've been making some shit. I like the shit I've been making.
Yeah, I've been feeling it too. I can't even hold you, man. I'm like, you know, the records have just been solid, you know what I mean? And everybody's been rocking them. You know, I guess one of my first questions is, how is it that you're able to stay so hot in an independent mindset? You know, what is like, where does that come from? And how are you able to sort of position yourself, you know, with a record that's about to crack top 10, but you're doing it on your own, you know, how?
Shit, like not being able to like be humble and, you know, start over sometimes. Like I done learned the game though. I wasn't just bullshitting while I was in the game this whole time. And shit, I just feel like staying in tune with current music too. A lot of niggas just be listening to their own, like listen to their own stuff. They ain't really hearing what's going on. You know how music is now. That shit just changed so rapidly. And I feel like when you stay in tune, it just give me the creative idea to stay in a bag, not to sound like no nigga, but not to sound older, not to have my product sounding like it's old product. And then like shit, really just focusing on me and like putting a solid team around me. I didn't have a solid team. I put a solid team around me. And it was like easier for me to just lock in on the art and the music instead of just trying to. Because at one point I was doing the business, the management, not doing it, but like my hands were so tied into it that it was like giving me creator's block for a minute. That's why I didn't drop an album for like 2-3 years because it was like focusing on trying to get the business. And I realized like you got to get a solid team to help you with this shit, so then you can focus on straight craft. You know what I mean.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Um, Before I play the song, shout out to all the DJs. And I feel like
y'all niggas be making niggas stay in the game. And I feel like the shit be a pushover, like it be a slap in the face for y'all niggas a lot of times. And that's why I remember how I got on though. That's how I got on. I don't care what no niggas say, the formula not finna change when it comes to that, bro. Cause in the day y'all spreading that shit to like a virus to people, and goddamn niggas, it's a big audience that's still radio. I don't care about the stream shit. It's a big audience with the radio. And if you notice, like you can't even make Billboard without radio. I don't give a fuck how many streams you get. You can't make the number one on Billboard, so it just still lets you know like that shit the harder core music.
absolutely, man. Absolutely. So for you coming up, some of the DJs that sort of inspired you and held you down through the years, from Atlanta all the way across the country, across the world. Who's some of the DJs that helped you break all your music, man?
Reggie, Spence. Really, it's all the coalition DJs, bro. I never forget. We used to have them pull up before we even drop a project, bro, and like let niggas tell niggas the real about the music. Like literally would pick the songs like that. So like coalition DJs, they still doing their thing. They just had like an event probably like last week. I was at the studio next door, and I just wanted to say what's happening. You know what I mean? Just say what's going on, because I feel like I not feel like it, but I know I came from that. Like a nigga was not getting on because we didn't have internet 2012, 13. You had internet, but it wasn't a factor how it is now. And I'm actually thankful for that because I feel like all the niggas that came around that era is still in the game. And if you notice, like the new niggas that come around, they can't really last 5 years. It get a little sticky. So like it built the foundation. It's just like the DJs is the foundation at the end of the day. If you ain't got that, you can't even get spent in the club. Without that, you ain't connected to your people. So I feel like a lot of times get big like me too, just be connected to like the others instead of our people. You go too far up trying to like go big, and you can't now, like when you try to come back, sometimes that shit be too late because you ain't really too relatable, or you still ain't putting in the groundwork. You might need that favor. I might need to call y'all, hey, I'm number 3 off streams. I need to boost this motherfucker up. You can't do that if you ain't staying in tune with it.
That's a veteran thought, a veteran move. That's what I'm talking about. You need to teach these young cats, man.
Nah, I'm gonna keep letting them fall off. I'm gonna stay in. They better learn. Ain't no nigga teach me. You better learn. Shit, you better learn. Cause niggas don't want to listen anyways.
Yeah.
The young cats, they ain't trying to listen. I'm
you
gonna show you.
So let me ask you. I know again, you're doing your thing clearly, and I love it because, like I said, I could tell that it's coming organically and from you versus the huge label push and everything. Y'all, you pushing this on your own. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you, or do you have, I guess, the label desires as well? Are you signing artists? Anybody you checking for that you want to put on, or right now?
I feel like I am. I feel like it just comes with you just staying in your art, though. You got to stay your trail. You know what I mean? Like, and then when it comes to pushing record shit, I got GP. Me and GP go to that. I put the house on him to get the job done. He gonna tell me what I need to do, what I don't need to do, and shit. The same formula works every time. We went on the last album, Worth It went #1 radio. I had not had a #1 on the radio for probably like 3-4 years. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the team, like I was saying, like, cause I don't want to shit on the label either, but they spend bread, they help too. You know what I mean? But I just like putting a little extras on it, just so I feel like it can just go to a higher limit. Like, ain't no limits, ain't no ceiling on this shit. This shit can go, ain't no telling how it could go. So I just feel like, shit, yeah, I'm gonna push it myself too.
Yeah. Big facts. All right, well, let's get into the first joint. Swing My Way. Record just sort of hit and never just took off, never came back down. Still moving up on some trajectory to go number one. If you ain't heard it, you on with Offset. We're gonna play that joint right now. It's called Swing My Way. Add it to your mix. Check it out.
Let's get it.
Way, smoothing and grooving in these streets. If you ain't up on it, please step up. Joints available to download on Digiwaxx as well. So any DJ that don't got it, clean, dirty, instrumental, all of that is there. I got a question about the ad-libs, man. You know, how did y'all approach, or how do you approach your ad-libs? How they always, that double entendre. What's the process with you making records and putting your ad-libs like that? Where did that come from? Oh, wait, you on mute.
Oh shit, my fault. Honestly, that shit it's just the energy of the record. Like I don't write the record. So then when I never ever tried to how I'm saying, like try to like do a certain ad lib. It's just like a straight feeling to it. Exactly how I feel, like the energy on it. I might do it like 2 or 3 times, but it's always a different one because I never keep keep them 2 ad libs. I don't never do that. I just plug in and just go off the energy of the vibe.
Yeah, it's always
that's like the core of me though. The ad libs.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's like y'all. It's like a signature for you. It gives the energy that extra. Gives the record the extra energy to make it a hit. Like it's over the top with it. So
I always use this shit as identity because I come from a group. So like when I do the hey or when I used to do the woos and shit like that, it's an identity ad lib, and I just stuck with it just so this me right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. We're gonna open it up. Shout out to all the DJs in the chat, man. They going crazy over there.
Shout out DJ, man. Y'all deep in this motherfucker, man. All love, man. Appreciate that pulling down for the kid.
Yeah, man. Jersey the DJ, man. Step up. You on Offset. All right, Jersey ain't got nothing to say. All right. We're gonna jump over to Brittany Cherry.
What's up, Offset? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So my question is, what's one song that you feel like from your catalog that didn't get the recognition that it deserved?
Oh, that's a fire question. From my catalog that didn't get the one it deserved.
And it can be, you know what, Offset, it can be something from the Migos.
Just me though. It's just me. I like that question. That's a great question.
Okay. You. We're gonna focus on you.
It's a song called Lick on Father for my first album. It got a lot of like reels on TikTok, but like when it came out, I feel like it was a sleeper, man. I was really saying some shit on that motherfucker, man.
So why don't you just like get with somebody and re-release it and just like make that shit a banger? It's the summertime.
Cause it's already out. It's already on the platforms. I just feel like I don't know how I could play it or how the people would take it. Me like re-releasing a song that's already on the platforms.
I mean, you could do a remix.
Oh yeah, you saying put somebody on it?
Put somebody on it. Put one of your artists that you got. Put them on the song.
That's a different idea. I ain't never seen that happen in the game either.
There's something to think about. You can give me the credit for it, Offset.
I got you.
I want in on that too. Let me get a little check. All right, Jersey DJ, man. How you feeling? I see you moving in these streets.
Woo! Well, first and foremost, I want to say hello to all the DJs. I hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's straight. Offset, number one, I want to say thank you for jumping on this call. I think the DJs need it. And I've always been a fan of Eagles for a very long time. So to hear Offset like that again, it's inspiring. It's inspiring. I like it. of course, I like the sound of ad libs. It's gonna go crazy in DC. Now, also, I do got a request though.
Talk to me.
If you ever come back to Abigail's, man, tell Wayne and Tony stop being tight with Jersey. I was there that night. My photographer and everybody was there. We was gonna pull up there, but I was at Rose Bar and they called me to another club and shit. Caught this. Yeah, so you know what I mean.
Nah, but look, that'll never happen again. We locked in now.
Oh yeah, most definitely. My OG is DJ Cutthroat in Atlanta. I love my plug.
Oh, that's my dog too.
Oh yeah, we locked in there. You already know.
That's dope. All right. Well, shout out to Jersey, the DJ. He's holding it down in Washington, D.C., doing his thing. We're going to go to Malik Davis, WNSB, VA, and then we're going to go to Young Versus, and then we're going to go to the young. Got to put the young people on. So let's do it.
What's up, Offset? How are you doing?
What's up with it? What's happening with it?
I'm Lee Tab from Hot 91. I just have to say,
shout out to my Hot 91 fam. Sorry, I gotta say that.
Yes. Yes. So I have to ask. So you've been doing your solo thing for some while now, but always wanted to ask, how was the transition from doing, the Migos, being in that, and then now just being pretty much in the studio by yourself and releasing what you do solo?
It's still kind of similar because we got our own houses. I got kids, so a lot of records like Culture 2 and on Culture 1 was just like done different places sometimes. But like I just feel like when I record by myself, it's like not freedom, but just like open creativity. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like open creativity. I could do something that I would never do. And so that feel good. I feel like but I still always miss them sessions. It's nothing like them sessions though. Shit be more serious now because where the status I'm at, and like how they say like yo, dream become a job. It be like that sometimes. Sometimes when you dolo in the booth. But I remember like when we all would be in the booth, that shit would be a movie every single time. So it is a little different though.
But and I have to ask one more thing.
The creativity.
Is he good?
Yeah, Offset, if you're there, you're chopping up a little bit. GP, I don't know if you're there, but you might want to just let them know. GP, you there? You at? All right, maybe he's gonna have to reset his mic real quick, or his situation. All right, shout out to everybody in the building. It's good conversation so far. Yes, rest in peace, Takeoff, of course. Yeah, I think he's just in a bad area. He's probably gonna call back in. All right. Well, in the meantime, thanks everybody for pulling up. It's been pretty good so far. It's one of those Wednesdays. Yeah, the production's crazy on that record. I ain't gonna hold you. For real, for real. It should be getting played everywhere. I mean, it's one of them records that just makes sense. So, all right. But as we wait for him, in the meantime, I guess do what I like to do, which is just play another song. Why not? We find something till he taps back in.
Hey, while he's tapping back in real quick, I want some reactions on that record real quick. Can y'all drop some chats on the reaction real quick while we, you know what I mean? Because I like the record. I ain't gonna hold you. I think the record is definitely ringing off tonight at the club. So that's a fact.
Which spot you at tonight?
I'm at Right Spot on 9th Street. And then tomorrow I'm at Soundbar. And then Friday, V14 with the dancers. Saturday, I'm at the legendary 45-year-old Penthouse. And then Sunday, we have Stadium Sundays at Phantom now.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got Stadium Sundays at Phantom now. So that's what I got motion. So that's what I got motioning up here in DC right now. And I got some other things in the works too.
Okay. All right. So let me I'll play a song in the meantime, and let me figure out where he's at. So Check this out. That's Our Young Boy, Never Broke Again, and before that, Little TJ. You know, I think I don't know if Offset's back, but I think he's jumping back on. Shout out to his team. I'm definitely happy to have him here and do what we do. You know what I mean? Yeah, Punch, dedicated to you. You know what I mean? Playing some records.
Nah, for sure. Nah, for real though. We got to do that. We're gonna do that for real, straight up.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of good music. The thing is, like, it's just hard to like listen to it. You know, the amount of stuff that we got to do on a day-to-day basis is a lot. So,
yeah, for real. Excuse my hair, y'all, but that's what this show has always been for us. You know what I'm saying? This thing of ours. This is where it all started. So salute to you, salute to the team, and I'm going back on the video because my hair is crazy. Salute to everybody on the team, man. Love this every Wednesday. Tap in.
Every Wednesday. All right. Hold tight. I think he's jumping on now. That's what they said. So guess he's in a tough area, something like that. You know, tough, man. We do this every week, so it's like a lot. We've been through all types of situations. In the meantime, I'll try to find another song to play. Give him a couple more minutes, and we should be good to go.
Hey, CL, real quick. Is it some way that we can get those songs? What I just text you, so I'll put together the graphic each week.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't look, but let me check. Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, when I check. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Let's do that. It's not a problem. You know, let's do it. All right. Check another new song out. Let me know what y'all think.
Hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. All right. You good?
Yeah. My shit died. My phone had died, man.
Yeah, you looking like in a bad area. It's all good. It happens. All right, we are back. I know people got questions. I know you don't got a lot of time. So I do want to play the new single. And then if you could take a few more questions or, you know, some feedback from the DJs, it's all good. And let's rock it out. All right. You want to tell us a little bit about the new single, 10?
It's just a vibe, just a mood, it was a thought process, a little creative. That's my creator. That's me getting that next level bag I was telling you about.
Yeah. Just vibing. All right, we're gonna get into this record real quick, and then we're gonna come back with some esteemed DJs. Don't take too long. Offset ain't got all day. But all right, check it out.
No, don't do that, bro.
I'm putting pressure on everybody. Nah, this is my fam. This is the fam. All right, check this joint out. You already know. Let's support and let us know what you think in the chat. Let's go. Shout out to International, man. Shout out to that UK, that African continent, that global mix.
Yeah, I go global with them sometimes, man. I mean, different pockets.
Yeah, man. How do you find these guys, man? How do you find the producers?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Europe got a lot of the sauce. You know, Europe, all the European people make all the loops for most songs you hear.
Yeah.
The loops in the songs. So, like, I just like dealing with new producers because I feel like when you go same producers, even if you got a crazy history with them, when you've done it for so long, bro, it'll put you in the same, you'll remain in the same pocket. It might be good, but that's why my thing is to never have people saying a nigga sound the same. I feel like that's the worst. That's the worst thing somebody could say to you as an artist, because as an artist, you're supposed to always produce different art. You know what I'm saying? So when a nigga got that tag on you, like, boy, you sound the same, I be feeling like because a nigga be in the same production or the same, like, your topic's the same.
Hey, man.
So that's why I be trying to drop them little records, just to show a different pocket a nigga can live in.
Yeah, I think it's good, it's healthy, it's adventurous, and it leads to a funny thing. The more chances you take, the bigger the success to me. You know, everybody's so scared, but that's That's vibey, man.
Scared of what? I feel like niggas, the artists be forgetting, nigga. We lead the way. These folks like what we do, not what you say I do. That's why I don't ever pay attention to like comments and shit. I pay attention to the good ones versus the bad ones. I don't care how many bad ones it is, cause it'd be like a nigga will be putting them comments and be following you. As soon as you click their page. So it like you leading these people. So you gotta just if you stop believing in that shit, then you won't be able to lead.
Yeah, big facts. I know you got a hard out at 6:15, like 5 minutes. I'm gonna give Young Verse 30 seconds. Say something to Offset real quick. And Big Red the same thing, but he don't got a lot of time, but get it in real quick.
Yes, sir. Salute to you, Offset. I know you gotta go. I'm part of Worldwide Fleet DJs. I am part of the producer chapter, and thank you, CL, for this opportunity. I just wanted to ask you, since you like working with other producers, how can producers get in contact with you? How can we send you beats?
What is to be honest, you would have to help me like from like that standpoint of thing. What is me helping a producer get to me in their mind? Because like if I say things, I'll be like an email or something. It ain't gonna really connect. I say like if you what city you in?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. I'm actually hailing from Chicago. I'm from the Chi.
You from Chicago, so I be in Chicago. I got cousins from Chicago. That's a studio you in right now?
Yeah, I'm in
Or
the
that's just
studio
like
right
a
now.
backdrop.
No, that's my backdrop, but I'm literally in the stew right now. Like I use the backdrop, but I'm in the stew for sure.
I was about to say it's a nice studio back there.
Yeah, I got access to a lot of studios. I'm in my home studio right now. You feel me? I'm with the kids, but I'm in my personal lab right now. But yeah, I for sure got the connects. I can get into any studio. I'm a student at S.A.U.L Institute, so I got a lot of connections for studios.
So what school is that again?
S.A.U.L Institute, Chicago.
So what's the SA? What it stand for?
I don't even know. It's like
School of
sound
Audio Engineering.
Yeah, something like that.
So it's an engineering school.
Yeah, it's for engineering and entertainment business. That's what I mean. My major is entertainment business law.
That's fine, man. We need brothers like you, man, because they fucking us up on the business on side on entertainment, man.
Man, you ain't never lying. I just said something earlier about that. Rest in peace to Angie Stone. But man, if we could get in the studio, bro, like I'm around, I follow you. I always liked your sound. I love the sound. I definitely want to connect, and I play instruments. Like you can't see it, but I
play
got
live instruments.
Live instrumentation. I know music theory. I know all that stuff. And
I do that on every album.
Bet. It's a bet, bro. I definitely want.
Hey, GP, get his information. GP, can we get his
I'll text GP. I'll connect y'all.
Yeah, for real, because the live music shit be special, bro. Sometimes that shit, when you put that shit in a beat, bro, that shit make a beat where a beat can't, like a computer can't make it.
Yeah.
I do that shit on every album too, bro. I do that on every album. At the end of my album, I'm putting in real sound. So then when I go perform on tour, I be having a live band. So it makes sense to the live band. Like I did that on a few records on my album.
I'm
so that's
already
true.
knowing.
Make sure you get that
I'm already
information.
knowing. Yeah, salute. I'm gonna make sure I transfer my info to CL. Salute. Appreciate the time. I know it's a short time, but salute. We locked in.
Nah, it just happened too. I appreciate how it happened, like organically too. Like, let's fuck around, see what we can do some shit.
Shout out to Verse for taking all 5 minutes. It's all good. No, I'm joking. I'm just talking shit. All right, David Lopez, you got like literally 30 seconds, man.
Yeah, I saw you drop that song on Valentine's Day, Offset. I want to know, like, how many women would it take for you to sleep with for you to get over somebody you love? Like, because the song is catchy as a vibe, but I also feel like it made me think, like, how many women does it take, you know?
I think we lost Offset off of that. You went too hard. Damn, man. You went too hard, man. Dang. It's all good. You know what I mean?
I love it, Dave. I love it. Great question. Great question.
Dave went too hard, man.
Nah, it was a vibe. I didn't mean nothing by it.
Yeah, it might have been personal for him. You know what I mean? I don't know.
He really went there.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's all good. It's all good. Listen, I guess that's on a lot of people's minds, that question anyway. You know,
my apologies to the room. Then I didn't mean it for it to end. Like I thought it was kind of funny because it's catchy. So I wanted to see, you know, what he would say about it. But I guess it was emotional. My apologies.
Not even just that. It's too clippable.
Oh,
you gotta
shit.
think about the clip. It doesn't without context.
Yeah. It's all.
Yeah, hell of a question. Hell of a question.
Hell of a question. All right. Well, that was our interview with Offset. I will I hope that oh yeah. It's all good. Well, let's play another song. We'll come back. Yeah, shout out to Offset. Appreciate him jumping on. Let's play this. Hold on. All right, let me find this record. And I will play this back and we'll figure it out. But check this record out as we wait. She's also, I guess, Corda Raymond, soon to be Teddy Swim's baby mama. So she's been around for a while, just making good records. It's never caught it, but I think this might be the record that actually gets her there, just based on the reaction that I see from the chat. Anyway, what's y'all thoughts?
I loved it. It was amazing. It's nice vibes. I just love it. That's all I gotta say. I want it now.
All right.
Yeah, I
Hey, I
definitely
think
like
it's
the
pretty
record.
dope.
I definitely like the record. It's got a huge vibe to it, especially going into spring and summertime. Who's it by again?
Is it pronounced Raish or Raishi? I'm not sure. But
yeah, I want to look that up. I definitely want to look that up.
It's spelled Raiche.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay. Can you DM me that? Because I'm like doing 5 things at once. I'm doing household stuff too. But yeah, I definitely like that record.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely got some
That was dope.
some day party vibe to it right there, man. Let's go kill the brunches. Swear to God.
Yeah, Verz. I'm not sure if it's Raiche or Raish, but I've been knowing her for years, and she's just always had records, but never had that record that took her all the way over the top. It's all good. It's all good. All right. We got one more guest. I don't know if he's on yet. Shout out to my man Mazzi and Soul Purpose. I don't see him yet, but whatever. But we can play some more records and keep it going. If there's anything that's dope out there that we need to be playing, feel free to bring it up, man. I mean, this is what it's all about. But it gotta be dope. I'm thinking.
Yo, CL, I'm here. My bad. I was trying to unmute.
Oh, you there? Okay. What's up, Mazzi?
Yeah,
How you doing?
what's up, bro?
Man, I can't complain. Everything's good. It's another Wednesday, making it happen. You know what I mean? And
yep.
Where you tapping in from, man? First of all, Mr. International. Shout out to my man Mazzi. Humble, but this guy is all over the world. I'm talking to a friend of mine in Kenya, and they're like, "Oh, I just met your friend. You know this guy? Mazzi's in the building." I said, "Wow, getting around the whole entire world."
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the platform, man.
Thank you, bro. Thanks. I've been here, a number of times, but not as a guest. You know what I'm saying? As a contributor, as a listener, as a person who bringing other artists in. But I'm glad that I'm here in a different capacity this time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah. So wait, for those who don't know you, let's go through your music story, how you got into music, how'd you get started, where you're from. Give us your background, the whole shebang.
Wow. I try to encapsulate it, put it in a nutshell. I'm in the New York area. Came up during the Renaissance period of New York independent scene. Put out records for years. Signed to a couple labels. And then in the early 2000s, I was able to also work in the music industry. So it was like a Batman. It's like not Batman, but like Spider-Man, Peter Parker type situation. So, when I was doing my, corporate industry thing, I would do that. And then, when I had to moonlight as the artist, I would do that. But, I had a theory. Some people, two things I was real big on. Some people were like, why don't you bring it to the light? Like, let people know on the other side what you do. And my answer was always that, I don't want to cheapen what I'm doing. I'm not working at a label to try to get a deal. I was putting out records before I started at a label, and touring before I started at a label. You know what I'm saying? Granted, it's parallel worlds, so I learned from it, but I'm not there trying to cheapen what I do, my art. You know what I'm saying? That was one thing. And if people found out, they found out. And the second thing was that I looked at people like Jay-Z. Why can Jay-Z be an executive and an artist and I can't? You know what I'm saying? So those were the two models that I went by, and try to balance both the industry side as like the 9 to 5, so to speak, and then the artists that would tour and put out records, and that's how I was able to do it. And then one other thing that came up was like around 2009, 2010, I was able to really switch my whole model to a fully philanthropic push. So 100% of every project that I put out goes to a certain charity. So we work with artists in different countries. I've been to 52 countries, toured the world band times. And we work with artists on the ground, dedicate 100% of whatever we, I don't want to say me because it's a we thing. I need everybody to contribute to be able to do this, from DJs to people in neighborhoods and villages, chiefs and villages and whatever, from A to Z. And everything we put out, 100% of it goes to a charity that we choose for that certain album.
Yeah, that's one of the things
So that's a nutshell. There's a lot more, but that's a quick summary.
That's one of the things I love about you most, is that there is that philanthropic side, and just your whole demeanor in general as a human being. Listening to you on whether it be Clubhouse or other platform, but always talking about justice, equality, and all of those things at all times, is like people don't care. Other people care. People are afraid to speak up.
Yeah,
and that's a bravery that should get applauded, because you're educating people and you're changing their vibration by just having a certain energy about the world and everything going on. And then, of course, shout out to all of the accomplishments over the years. I do think it's special to be an artist, but also have seen so much from the first row at Def Jam, through its glory years to the where it got tough, and back as it's making its rise back up. It's a special knowledge. People don't know what it's like being in those buildings and seeing those bullpen conversations to try to get a hit, or try to score and win the game. So
they say experience is the best teacher. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. I can't agree more. And you come and bring us this beautiful body of work, pomegranate juice, which
yes, sir.
My kids love pomegranate juice. They drink pomegranate all the time.
A lot of antioxidants, you know what I mean?
It's super healthy. And weird fact, I think it's the only fruit that you eat the seeds.
Yes.
The fruit.
Yeah.
I think that's the only fruit in the world that does that. So shout out to my daughter Gia. We talk about this stuff. I don't know why, but it came up, and I knew that fact. So all right, as we swag into that, talk to us about pomegranate juice. Why did you name it that?
Well, I come from a Middle Eastern background. I was born in Iran, and I've always kept that identity, never like pushed it to the side. But in every album, every project that I put out, none of it was like, yo, this is me taking it back to my motherland, or me taking it back to the native, side of things. There was always, of course, sprinkles and the man, the character was there, the identity was there, but never did I dedicate a whole album where I'm like, yo, I'm just sampling Middle Eastern Persian samples. I'm using only a Persian producer. Cameos are only going to be Persian. Skits are going to be in my language. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, look, man, I'm doing everything just to pay homage back to where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And also pomegranates are like the national fruit of my country, and pomegranates actually come from that region. So we sampled a collaborative EP that came out. Actually, it was an album that came out, and it was a bunch of 1960s and 70s funk, soul, and psychedelic songs from Iran. So we took that. The name of that collaborative album was called Pomegranates. So this being that I'm sampling that is pomegranate juice. You know what I mean?
Excuse me, bro.
Yeah.
Are you from Iran?
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
I produced Andy.
Oh, word! I don't know his music like that, but I know of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did the thing with him and LaToya Jackson. Andy is one of my best friends.
Wow, that's dope, man. That's dope. He's like a pop icon in that realm.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
He's like a brother to me, absolutely.
Wow. Yeah, pass him the album, see what he thinks. You know what I mean?
Now I will, absolutely. And I also produced worked with Kudus when he was a Kudus. Okay. Absolutely.
When they was a group.
Right. That's when I first met. They split. Right. And also I worked with Ahmad Azad. Absolutely.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Sage,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Right. I wish, you know what it is? I wish I was more knowledgeable in that genre. I'm not. I know the names you name because they're like superstars. But I want to also learn more about, the rising stars of that genre too. So I was looking to bridge that with this album as well.
Well, may I interject, brothers? I'm sorry, I'm just DJ CL.
No, that's all good.
I produce almost in every continent on this planet. I've been around the world at least 18 times. I mean, my background as a recording, I'm Sly, Sick and Wicked. I'm a Hall of Famer. I'm displayed in Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm inducted in the R&B Hall of Fame and the Motown Hall of Fame. But on the other side as a producer, Justin Timberlake, Suit and Tie, that's me. J. Cole, Chaining Day, that's me. So going around the world, like I said, from Iran, producing in Africa, producing in New Zealand. I'm the first African American to ever have a hit record on a Japanese artist. I'm first to take gospel to Japan. So, the world is about music, man. There is no barrier. You may speak Farsi, man, and I put the drop a beat on you, and you like this, we're going to find some kind of way to communicate.
Word up.
That's what the music is. When I was in China, I was over there doing a project, and the only thing I can say is ni hao, but when I drop that beat on them, we're doing this and we're trying to find a way to communicate.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
And that's what it is. And also knowing the history of, like you just said, Mazzi, knowing the history, because you can't know where you're going until you know where you've been. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it is, learning about the history of what this beautiful thing that came from the master of love called music to bring people together. That's
absolutely.
That's what it's about.
Respect, man. Respect and salute to you, brother. Thank you. And I couldn't have put it better myself. Like, when I go all those countries you named, I've been there too and done work there. And when you go to these places, it's so, and I'm sure it's so important to immerse yourself with their culture because it's a correspondence, So like, for example, like when we worked in Uganda, we were building a well there through one of the albums that we made money from. And I didn't just go there and throw them the money. I went to the village, sat with the elders, broke bread with them. They gave me like sugar cane that I never had, like off a stick and shit. Like it was crazy. Like, and I stay doing that. I have to be on the ground with the people. Just going to, I don't really work with NGOs like that sometimes, but not really. I like to really, fuck with the people and really, really sit with them and learn. It's a learning exchange. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Salute, man. Thank you.
Peace to you, brother.
Peace.
What song you want to play, man?
We could start with the intro, the first joint.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into it. It's called Done. Oh, I meant to ask you too, the producer, Hassami.
He works with Arsonist.
Oh, okay, dope.
Yeah, he's at you've been in that studio in Midtown. He's at that studio with him with Arsonist and yeah, they cook together. So when I found out, I was already going there. And when I found out he was from the same country, I was like, word, yo, let's work on something. You know what I'm saying? So he was gracious enough to mess with me on that. So word.
All right, well, let's get into this first one. Is it Dunhead?
Dune.
Dune.
Yeah.
Okay. And I assume this is all in Arabic.
No. I'm rapping in English, but the skits are Farsi, but I'm rapping in English though.
I'm just talking about the song titles.
Oh yeah. The word, yeah, they're all relating to pomegranates. So Dune is the seeds that you eat.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Check this out. This is my man Mazzi and the Soul Purpose. Let me know what y'all think. What was they saying on the end?
He said he was doing like a freestyle chant. That was from a comedian from back in the day. And he was like, these places, these streets that you're in, it's about kind of like violence, and you have to conduct violence to eat. So if you don't conduct violence to get your food and get what you need, then you're not gonna eat. And then they laughed at him at the end, and he's like, yo, basically like, shut the fuck up. You think this shit is funny? But he was saying it in a funny way, so that's why they were laughing. But you know what I'm saying? So it was like a little skit.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Cuddy took the words out of my mouth. It's Ramadan time, And,
yeah, I just got something to eat right before I came online with y'all. So right in time, I got a little something.
Man, I guess the question I have is like, how important is it to practice that, and what does it do for you personally?
Listen, man, in this music industry and on both sides, the artist side and the industry side. For me, in my opinion, more on it for the industry side, it matters because as soulful as music is the most soulful thing on earth to me. One of the most soulful things. The music business is the most soulless. So I've seen people come into the music industry, man, they be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Then when they leave, or when they in the middle of it, knee deep, their soul is just sucked out of them, and they're a totally different person. They're like like a fraction of who they were, and they're just some other shit. And it's really important. I don't care what you believe in, but to have some spiritual stability and foundation to hold you down and have your shields up, that spiritual is important. Whatever it is you believe in, make sure you hone that, because on the business side, there's no friends, bro. At least on the artist side, you could surround yourself with people, you know what I'm saying, and protect yourself. But on the industry side, bro, no, they don't take no prisoners, bro. It's nasty. It's nasty work. So the spiritual side is real important. That's why it's so important. Why what got me through was trying to be as devout as possible.
Absolutely. Quantum Leap.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Mazzi, man. Big you up the last time you were on here. Much like Digiwaxx, we get some music from you, man. So peace to you, man. You were talking about the international portion of the music. You sent us something last year, the Pataka Boys. Was that how you kind of came across them as well? Because I was familiar with one of them when I realized who it was, and I didn't know that he was Indian. But is
you talking about Sonny J and Pavan?
Yeah, Sonny Jim. Yeah, and that's who I knew of. He did the MF Doom collab, or song, I should say, not collab, a couple years ago. But is that how you found them, just being on the international tip and knowing them? Like, how did you even find that?
So I met Pavan. Pavan, for people who don't know, he's part of a group, a legendary, probably one of the illest and most pioneering rap groups in London, called the Foreign Beggars, as far as the independent scene goes. And I met him in the mid 2000s when I was out there performing, and his group was the headliner. So me and him was cool straight after that. And he's actually one of the people who was in the early grime scene. It's arguably, you could say he's one of the pioneers of grime music.
Right.
So I got cool with him, and after his partner passed away, RIP Metropolis, he started really embarking more heavily on a solo career. And then me and him kept linking back up. He was between London and Dubai. And when he was in Dubai, I was in Tanzania. And then I was like, yo, I'm coming to Dubai. So we just got up. Me and him did an EP together a couple years ago, and it did real well. And then he introduced me to Sonny Jim, and then it was just snowball from there.
Yeah. They got a heavy influence from Madlib on that record too, man.
Yeah, and they both Indian too. So you was right. They both Indian. You can't tell by their accents or by the way they even rap or none of that, but they both Indian.
No, yeah. Since we've been on the air, since 2016, and we've gotten songs with Sonny Jim, but I never knew what they looked like. And I'm from here. CL mentioned it earlier. You're kind of from that era too, that hip hop independent era. And the reason why I love that era and why I kind of go by it now is I don't even want to know what you look like, because a lot of times, when we was coming up, you would go get a record, you would turn on the radio, college radio. I didn't know who these people were. I didn't know what they looked like. But then when you finally figure that out, it almost kind of gives more value to them and the music, just because it was, you kind of built with the music already. So yeah, I didn't know Sonny Jim was Indian until you sent that record over, and it was like Pataka Boys, Sonny Jim, and this. I was like, oh, okay. So but yeah, man. But shout out to you though, man. I appreciate it.
Brother.
We did just get an email today. I hadn't had a chance to listen to the cat yet. I forgot what his name was, but we'll be getting to it though, man. Appreciate it though.
All right. Thank you, man. Salute.
Yeah. All right, that's what's up, man. Mazzi spreading the word on other artists and everything.
No,
Gotta
that's the JO. I gotta keep it moving. You know what I mean?
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. All right, let's get into some more joints. Which one do you want to play next?
Let's play the one featuring Abnormal. I don't know what the name of that one is. Let me see. Check real quick. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, fuck Hulk Hogan. That's my joint, but
we could play that too. But hold on, let me find this one. It is. By the way, this one, the one that we're about to play, it uses the same sample that Kanye used for Nas. It's called Sibechini, SIBE, and then CHINI.
Yeah. All right, let's get on it. This is New Music Wednesdays. Check it out.
Yes.
Here with Mazzi and S.O.U.L Purpose. Where does S.O.U.L Purpose come from?
Okay, so S.O.U.L Purpose is S.O.U.L. Sense of understanding life's purpose. And we were first it was first just S.O.U.L Purpose. It was a group, me and two producers. The two producers went they separate ways. One of them, I'll tell you ways later. But they went their separate ways, and we still cool. But then I had to continue to, we had already put out music. We was already on some labels, so I was like, let me keep the name. We'll keep the name going, and put my name on it, because now it's just me. But the concept of S.O.U.L Purpose, the reason I put and S.O.U.L Purpose is because it's never just me. It's whoever helps me in any way for this music, or supports in any way. All the fans, their S.O.U.L Purpose. All the supporters, their S.O.U.L Purpose. You are S.O.U.L Purpose, CL. You're all in the group. Whether y'all like it or not, everybody on this call is in the group. So we the biggest group in hip hop, all right? Not Wu-Tang, it's us. It's S.O.U.L Purpose. So everybody who supports it anyway is down, and you're automatically in the crew. All right?
I appreciate it. I'm down. Yeah. Give me a jacket or a t-shirt. I'll hold it.
See, I knew you.
I'm a promo guy still.
Of course.
Brooke Black.
Appreciate you, CL. Digiwaxx. Shout out to Mazzi and S.O.U.L Purpose. I had two questions. First, shout out on the project. It came up in my suggested, I think in like January. So I've been
Oh,
spinning it
nice.
for a minute. It's a fire project. So
Thank you.
my first question, the Schmidt, where does that come from?
That's just my tag. That's just my so you know, like Jada's aha. You know what I
Okay,
mean? So,
okay.
you know
And this,
it's gonna be my verse when that sound effect comes.
right, right. The second one, you wear a lot of hats, and so for someone like myself, I wear a lot of hats too, and I have a hard time getting in the creative space. So how do you find time to put a project like this together with everything that you do?
I try to be ahead of the game, and two things. I try to be ahead of the game and always have albums ready. Like maybe be 2, 3 albums ahead of what I'm already releasing. And then the second thing is I've been rhyming since I love to rhyme. Like CL, you know we just on some New York shit. We just always just like to rhyme. Ciphers, stage, whatever it is. That's what we're cut from. You know what I'm saying? So since I started writing when I was 13 years old. I have written every single day since 13 years old. Even if it's just a word, even if it's just a concept, it could be a whole 16, it could be a whole song, it could be 3 songs, but every single day, habitually, I've trained myself to write. So that's how I stay creatively, the creative juices flowing.
I appreciate you. Shout out to Digiwaxx, Ramadan Mubarak. We're about to break fast, open fast over here. Close fast, close fast. Anyway, shout out to you.
Yeah, thank you.
What's up? That's what's up. All right, Brick Black spinning the records, supporting. I guess
Now it's interesting, real quick. On that last record you played, the second verse was by this guy named Abnormal. Abnormal's from the West Coast. He's from LA. And the guy in the intro, the outro, he's a comedian. His name is Tehran. He's a comedian. He frequents at the Laugh Factory. He's one of the hosts at the Laugh Factory in LA. So if you guys are ever in LA, go check him out. Or whoever is in LA, go check him out. He's mad funny. But the guy who's on the second verse, his name is Abnormal, the guy from LA. He's done a lot. He's written on the Lyricist Lounge show. He's been on the Lyricist Lounge show. He's put out records. But have you, CL, have you heard of Hip Hop Harry?
Talking about the bear?
The bear. He is the voice of the bear.
Wow.
He's the rapper, he's the writer, he's the voice, he's the everything of the bear. The only thing he's not is the person inside the bear, but all that, everything else, that's him. And then a year and a half ago, Hip Hop Harry got a deal with Def Jam through Snoop. So it's crazy.
I don't know what's going on anymore. This is what
the bear got a deal, yo.
Hip Hop Harry got a deal.
So yeah.
Him, so he got a deal.
Yeah, basically.
There's so many ways things happen.
But coming up, who could have told him that? Like, yo, you gonna get a deal as a bear, you know what I mean?
Nuts. Crazy. But that's wild. That is definitely wild. Advice. Seeing it.
By the way, shout out to EP. He just stepped in the building.
So say what up? What up?
Yeah. Yeah, he said what up.
What up? What up? So
let me move out of here. It's got a little crazy. What are you saying?
All right, so advice, seeing all you've seen, doing what you're doing, I know it's hard, but you have any advice for like independent artists that are trying to like come up, take your path, and just advance themselves from an artist standpoint and from what you do over at Def Jam?
Yeah, I mean,
any gems you want to drop there?
Consistency is key. Like, and never be comfortable. I'm on my 18th album and I'm not comfortable. I'm still like, no, I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. Every morning I get up like, I gotta do more. I'm behind on this. I'm behind. And I'll be, and mind you, I might be ahead of shit, but I'm like, no, it's not enough. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do this. I gotta do that. So not getting comfortable, staying consistent, but also realizing that we're always a student. You don't know everything. keep soaking up game, keep learning, keep surrounding yourself with people who will teach you. I couldn't tell you the amount of times that I learned stuff from people who are younger than me. You know what I'm saying? I've taught them too, but I've learned a lot from people who are younger than me. Of course, you're going to learn from your elders and your peers, but also listen to the people who are generations under you because you might learn a thing or two. So I'm just always soaking up knowledge, never comfortable. I push myself to stay consistent and realize that I'm always a student.
And that's a gem right there. For real, for real. I don't know if anybody else wants to say something to Mazzi. I think we're gonna play one more joint, but if you do, feel free. But raise your hand, click on the react button, and you'll see the hand emoji. Click on that. We got you. All right. That being said, let's play a final joint, man. What you feeling?
Let's play Half Seen, Haftse, because it's a little paying homage to Tribe Called Quest. So, why not? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tribe Called Quest and all that, the whole native tongue.
Let's do it. This is Mazzi and Soul Purpose, Half Seen. Check it out. Yes. Album, Pomegranate Juice, which is one of my favorites. So Pomegranate period, one of our favorites, is available now. I know all streaming platforms, but listen, this is on Digiwaxx if you guys need to get it.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line, man. I'm sort of more direct. I'm over. Look, I ain't mad at Spotify. I'm not mad at Apple Music or anything, but it's available on Digiwaxx. So shout out to all the DJs that need the music. This is, I believe, 9 joints.
10 joints.
10 joints, my bad. It's 10 joints.
Because the last one is ode to the Iron Sheik. It's like a R.I.P. to Iron Sheik, it's called Fuck Hulk Hogan, but it's R.I.P. to him at the end.
No doubt about it. Shout out to Iron Sheik. Wrestling was my joint. You already know. DJ Big Ray, go ahead, brother.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hey, thank you for being on the call with us, brother Mazzi.
Man,
like the music,
me.
man. Hey, man. Like the music, man. The music is fire, man. A lot of good samples. I mean, it was something you don't really just think about grabbing, but it's something that's you went and dug, you went some crate digging on them joints, man.
Dusted off the vinyl, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And my question to you, man, is by you being and learning so much about the business and grabbing so much, I know I don't want to repeat what someone said earlier, but I just want to put just a little twist to the question. It comes down to the music business, and I'm going to school right now so I can learn right now. I'm at Full Sail University.
That's a good one.
Business.
That's a good spot.
Thank you, appreciate it. So, my thing is, what could you tell someone, or basically just enlighten us? What was the toughest thing that you had to deal with against you? What was the toughest thing you had to deal with?
Dishonesty, deception, smoke and mirrors. It's a lot of that. You have to have thick skin because it's like, all right, this is how I tell people when you want to understand the music industry, because a lot of people, they have, they're doing regular, I don't want to say regular jobs, but non-industry jobs, because no job is regular. You have to be an expert at what you do to excel. So a lot of people who are trying to get into the music industry, who are in other industries, when they ask me a question similar to yours, I tell them, look, take everything you've learned from a normal 9 to 5, crumple it up, throw it out the window, open up a portal to Bizarro World, walk into that portal, and then you'll start understanding it.
Okay.
And because it's nothing like anything else, it's a lot of, pardon my French, a lot of fuck shit. So you have to be ready for that, a lot of that. And your heart, your mind, your soul, your skin has to be ready for all that.
Okay. I appreciate the understanding, because a lot of times, you get people who get into the music industry and they sign deals and don't read contracts, and a person who kind of got them put into that position gets a bigger cuts, get more money than them. You know,
All day.
going back into looking at the new edition contracts and a lot of the contracts, great performers and entertainers that we knew in the past. You know, and like I just want to thank you for the honesty, and I just want to thank you for answering my question. I appreciate you, brother, and
Thank you, bro.
And like I said, much success to the new project that it dropped. And I'm gonna try to bump it myself, man, because I like the joints, man.
Thank
Good
you,
joints.
man. Respect.
Same here, baby.
Word up. Well, project is out. Again, everybody support, man. That's all we could ask.
Oh, one last thing, CO. 100% of the profits from sales and streams is going to an orphanage. So if y'all want, just hit me up and I'll tell you the details of the orphanage. But it's going to the kids in the orphanage. So I'm looking forward to that.
If you don't mind, put it in the chat. That's good information. That's big.
It's overseas, and I got the information, but it's like it's information that I gotta get. Like I have it in my, because the album just came out, so I usually worry about details of that sort when I get closer to collecting all the money. But it's gonna be it's an orphanage in Iran for sure. I know that, and what I do is a lot of times I work with artists on the ground, and I empower them. So what I tell them is, you find the orphanage, well, in this case, the orphanage that's near and dear to your heart, and you think will make the biggest impact, and then I want you to put your name on it. Like, yo, I brought this. You know what I'm saying? So you can empower yourself in your neighborhood and your community. So that's exactly what I'm doing with this. We did that with the wells, we did that with the sewing machines, we did that with the sneakers, we did that with all the stuff we're doing. So with this one, I'm doing the same thing. So once they get all that information to me, just hit me up, guys, and I'll be more than glad to share that. But they're the ones gonna, this is purposeful. They're the ones that's gonna be handled because I want them to get to shine.
Well, when you get that, definitely share it with me, and I will
100%.
That I share with everybody else. That's what's up, man.
Right.
That's positive. People are giving away money to the right causes. That's what's up. We gotta get behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, you already know you got a home here. Thank you for pulling up.
Thank you, brother.
Sharing the project and just being you, man. Always being a good guy. Still got to get out there with you on the court. I've been going back to yoga, so I'm getting back. So I will be back on the court. I just don't, I see Kyrie with the ACL. I see him. He's out for the season, man. I can't go out like that.
3 days a week, bro. We bought 3 to 4 days a week. Just pick a time. You already did the yoga, so you're halfway there. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna pull up. Say no more, man. Shout out to all the
That's
boys.
a sad situation, CL, for that's Dallas fans, man, to lose him like that, man. That's sad, brother.
Yeah, man. Yo, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of it is the I don't know how many artists. Kyrie seems like a guy that does yoga, to be honest. I'm not sure. But I know that
he's spiritual.
Stretching and going through the different poses is amazing, man. Changed my life.
No joke. Yep.
Amazing. So and you feel like you feel a clear difference in your body
It's
about
the fountain of youth, man. It's a fountain of youth.
bingo. Shout out to Russell Simmons. He said that years ago. I thought he was being weird, but he was not. Being honest, man. I said, nah, I don't know what you're talking about, man. But he was trying to put me on. He was trying to put me on. So shout out to Russell for the show.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my brother. Well, feel free to stay on. If anybody wants to get in contact with Mazzi, definitely put your information in the chat on the basic tips so that if anybody wants to get a drop, we'll have you on, find out more information about all the things you're working on.
And the Instagram is at It's Mazzi, at ITSMAZZI, ITSMAZZI, and then we could take it from there.
Yeah, put it in the chat just so that cats.
Okay, gotcha.
Right, we're gonna play another record. We're gonna start winding down. It's been a pretty good Wednesday. Check this out. This album just came out on Friday. Had a dope album listening party in the Bronx. So check this out.
I don't understand. Clean or dirty.
lot different these days, man. But it is what it is. I'm like the character played by DiCaprio in The Wolf of Wall Street. I ain't acting no. In the game, I tried to leave it on a happy note. Came back and all the baddies got a fatty though. And all these fellas, they got married, so don't be talking like you out here when you know you can't spend 2 nights without your wife asking, can she go? And you never know where we go. Hey yo, call Sha Lucci up, tell them pull a hoopty up. Not to be dubious, but that's a Gucci truck. Tell that little Nubia that I would never roofie up. Go and sip your smoothie up, it's what the game do to ya. Have it turned out over clout chasing. Talking greasy to each other like your mouth's crazy. Well, if you're talking all that jazz, then I'm Count Basie. My style's the latest, nah, I'm never outdated, man. I caught it. One by one, I counted out and bought it. I could even in-house, but I outsource it. And I ain't care about how much it costs. The L is for learning, so I never take losses. And I'ma put that on the shirt. And I'ma put that on the hat. Go ahead and put in work. In the game, I'ma put that on my back. On the come up, they running for the borough chief. Then they get all dramatic like they Meryl Streep. After analyzing the game thoroughly, ain't nobody really thinking clear with me. You just do what they anticipated. I be on my own page like an Instagram head, trying to monetize, trolling on different pages. All enamored with women's faces. I done came in hot with a bird's eye view of things. Tell them other entities that this is how we doing things. I'ma need more than a half a penny off a music stream. Shout the pimpin' kin of the fraternity, yo school them kid. You ain't selling nothing, you just eating off the merchandise. That ain't authentic, I could tell by the purchase price. Come on dog, we already heard them rhymes. How she went and blurred her eyes, got her certified and I caught it. One by one, I counted out and bought it. I could even in-house, but I outsource it. And I ain't care about how much it costed. The L is for learning, so I never take losses. And I'ma put that on the shirt. And I'ma put that on the hat. Go ahead and put in work. In the game, I'ma put that on my back. And I'ma put that on the shirt. And I'ma put that on the hat. Go ahead and put in work. In the game, I'ma put that on my back.
That's G Dep. New album is definitely in stores. Well, in streaming. It's so weird how things are now, man. We don't even put stuff in stores. It's all good. But Lessons Never Losses is the name of the project, and he's just been pushing, doing his thing. And shout out to him, man. Went through a lot, manned up about it, and he's continuing on, man. So shout out to him for sure, for sure.
Hey, did Grand Poobah ever give you a DJ pack for the ones he had last week?
Supposed to be coming, but I will follow up on that for sure. I got your back.
Okay.
I got to be a little bit more aggressive on it because since then I didn't really push for it, so I'll do that.
Yeah, Raymond T. Yeah, I saw that his birthday was a couple of days ago. Yeah.
Happy birthday, to Poobah, man. He also got a honored as well at the I think one of the Hip Hop Hall of Fames gave him a proclamation or something like that.
Yeah, that was last year.
Oh, was it? Okay. On my IG feed, shout out to IG, sending me all this wild stuff. You know what I mean? But
ACL.
Hey.
What's up, man? Had a good time in New York last week. But yo, are you gonna get the Native Son Part 2 track, DJ Pat?
Yeah, we got it. It should be. If it's, I will make sure it's updated by today. You'll have it by today. We got it though, for sure.
Oh, cool.
Heck yeah, done deal. The joint is hot. That joint is fire.
Yeah, it's dope.
But what else is there? Man, what a day. I guess what we'll do, we'll start to wrap it down because I actually got to go handle something myself. But it was definitely a good day. Shout out to everybody for pulling up. And yeah, man, we're going to try to edit these videos and put them up as well. We're trying to do a better job at that. Shout out to everybody who takes the time to try to clip this stuff up. It is a work. But as you do it, I think the better you get at it, for sure. But that being said, yo, man, thank you everybody for showing up. Appreciate it. We'll be back next week, and we'll be pushing just as hard with new music, new artists, and the whole shebang.